2015-2016 Taylor High School cheerleading squad. Madison Shocker. Lawrence Beck. Summer Foley. Bren Hefty. Becca Hobbsland. Captain UCA All-American and UCA Staff Invitation, Ashley Barton. Jordan McCullough. Hannah McKinley. Brooke Mursky. UCA All-American Lauren Ramsey. Liana Rangel. Shelby Wilson. Captain and UCA All-American Caitlin Woolley. And UCA All-American and UCA Staff Invitation Whitney Woolley. Along with flag men, Captain James Yang, Captain Garrett Curtis, Grayson Deshawn, Kieran Johnson, Elijah Tomasi, Jet Dalton, Chase Coleman, and Jacob Galasso. How about another round of applause for the Taylor High School varsity cheerleaders and flag men. And now for the Seven Lakes High School varsity cheerleaders. Senior Captain Ashley Arbor. Senior Captain All-American Kinsley Hughes. Senior Brenna Smith. Senior UCA jump off finalist Selena St. Hilaire. Senior Skylar Hartfield. Junior Alex Child. Junior Tammy Archer. Junior Elena Chung. Junior Haley Jackson. Junior Julia Bernard. Junior Kaylin Ibarra. Junior Peyton Trevino. Junior Savannah O'Hara. Junior UCA All-American and jump-off finalist Summer Shower. On with junior mascot Megan Lero. By Amy Weston, and tonight the cheerleaders are joined by the JV cheerleaders led by Avery Shaw and Chandler Dorff. They're coached by Jamie Wilson. Have a round of applause for all the Seven Lakes High School cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the Taylor High School alma mater. ask you to please remain standing for the Seven Lakes High School alma mater.
Good evening and welcome to Rhodes Stadium in Katy, Texas. Texas High School football on Texan Live. Tonight, Texas 6A High School football. The Katy Taylor Mustangs take on the Seven Lakes Spartans. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Patrick Creighton alongside the coach, Derek Jones. Should have a very interesting game tonight. Both of these teams come into tonight's matchup 2-2. They're both 0-1 in district. The Mustangs coming off a beating at the hands of Katy, 41-3 last week. Seven Lakes had won 2 in a row. Absolutely stunned last week by Tompkins, 21-20. So both teams right now with a lot to prove on the field, Coach.
You're absolutely right. This is going to be a tough game between both of these teams, and we'll talk about that a little bit after this national anthem.
Very well done national anthem. Somebody has a terrific soprano voice, by the way, Coach.
Absolutely.
So, Coach, as we had said right before the anthem, both of these teams, 2-2 overall, 0-1 in district, both coming off tough losses. Lot to prove if they want to get into the postseason.
You're absolutely right, Patrick. This is a big game for both of these teams. Seven Lakes kind of ran into a little buzzsaw. It was a dramatic loss last week to Tompkins. Tompkins has had a successful season, actually, for them, but that is a demoralizing loss for Seven Lakes last week. I mean, they were looking forward to getting out and having some success against that team, and that makes tonight, I mean, I know it's early, but I'm saying tonight is a must-win for Seven Lakes. Both of these teams right now starting 0-1. Of course, Taylor had a tough defeat with Katy a week or so ago, and it's a big game. I mean, there's a lot of tough teams in this district. Cinco Ranch, Morton Ranch is having some success, so it's a big game tonight. I know it's homecoming for both of these teams, or for at least for Seven Lakes. I know they're excited about the matchup tonight, but this is going to be a very, very important game for both of these teams right now.
Would you say more important for Seven Lakes since Taylor has at least already played Katy?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Taylor has played Katy, and that is usually the horse of the district. Seven Lakes hadn't had that opportunity yet, so right now Seven Lakes is just now getting into the heart of the defense. I mean, they have Taylor tonight. Of course, you have Cinco coming up. They still have Katy on the schedule. Saw May Creek a couple of weeks ago. May Creek is not a bad team. Morton Ranch is not a bad team. So that's why I said tonight, even though it's early, I want to say it's a must-win for Seven Lakes. You do not want to go. Neither one of these teams wants to go 0-2 in the district. The district is just too competitive to overcome something like that, in my opinion.
Seven Lakes has won the toss, and it looks like they will receive. They're wearing their home orange jerseys. Blue numbers, white trim, orange pants, blue helmets with the orange S. Mustangs in their road whites, blue numbers, blue trim, white pants, white trim, white helmets. So the Spartans look like they will defend the south goal, and the Mustangs will defend the north goal. So the Mustangs will kick off left to right. They'll hit the field first at the 40-yard line. John Marco Cordoba will line the ball up on the near hash. Brian Moore, Alec Arnold deep for the Spartans. Cordoba lines his team up. Steps into one, and we're underway. End over end kick fielded at the 6 by Arnold. The middle across the 20 to the 25, and finally taken down about the 27-yard line, and that's where the Spartans will have their first possession. We got flags on the field back in the neighborhood of the kicking team. They are offsides on the opening kick. So tack a few more yards on there, add 5. That'll be 1st and 10 from the 33 for the opening possession for the Spartans. Cameron Thomas starting at quarterback today for the Spartans. They come out, 2 receivers to the right, moving right to left. Handoff, Sturgis up the middle. He gets to about the 36-yard line, 3-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And Big Kevin Lester was number 90, was one of the tackles on the Taylor. Yeah, Seven Lakes always had Dalton Wood under center. He had a little problem last week. There was a couple interceptions he threw. Cam came in and kind of settled the team. So they're going back to the senior for the senior leadership tonight.
High set, Thomas under center. Pitches to the deep back, Sturgis. He pushes his way up the middle, across the 40, about the 41. Going to be 2 yards shy. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
And
Just
your
about a minute in.
safety Keelan Winters, big number 7 from the safety spot. Already Taylor shows to have 7, 8, 9 men in the box already to try to stop the run from Seven Lakes.
2 receivers right, tight eye set. Sturgis up the middle, met very close to first down yardage. Let's see where the spot is. That one's going to be close.
Yeah, it's going to be really close. They may have to come out and measure that.
That spot looks short by about 1.5 feet. Be 4th down. That's about the 42.5-yard line.
This is a big play early. I mean, they're deep in their own territory right now.
Spartans will go for it. Thomas goes back into the huddle after a quick conversation with Coach Wilson. 2 receivers out wide right, tight eye set. Thomas keeps it himself. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's see where the spot is. That spot looks strong. That'll move the sticks.
Wow, that was close.
Now we have some more whistles.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Taylor coaches are asking them to measure that, because that was very close.
$9:59 to go, opening quarter, no score, first drive of the game. Spartans 1st and 10 from the 44, ball on the near hash, moving right to left. 2 receivers right, tight eye set. Thomas under center. Gives it, no, fakes, now throws deep over the middle, incomplete. Pass intended for Arnold.
That's nice coverage from 18 St. Julian for Taylor. Cam Thomas attempted to try to go on a deep post route or 8 route, try to loosen up that Taylor defense, as I can see 8 or 9 guys in the box trying to stop that run for Seven Lakes. It's a good play to try to loosen that up, just a little bit off.
Best way to keep him honest, take the top off.
Yes, exactly right.
2nd and 10 from the 44, ball's on the near side hash, 2 receivers left. Thomas in the gun. Barks his signal, takes a snap. Quick throw to the left, it's complete to Moore. Moore across the 50. Into Maverick territory to the 49-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, that's a nice quick X route out to the left-hand side. You want to get the ball to Brian Moore in space and allow him to utilize the speed and the athleticism that he possesses.
3rd and 3 from the Mustangs 49. Arnold wide near side, Moore wide to the right, eye set. Thomas under center. Give up the middle. Sturgis breaks through across the 40. He's got the first down. Brought down to the 39-yard line.
And that was a nice play off right-hand tackle by Cale Johnson, one of the linebackers. That was a touchdown saving tackle. He was just picking up momentum at that point.
Thomas trying to get some tempo for his offense. Give us to Sturgis up the middle, pushes the pile. He's to the 35, maybe to the 34. Whistle blows. Stripped of the ball after the whistle blew by Trey Dupuy. Picked up about 4 on the play. Ball just inside the 35. 2nd and 6, 8:50 to go. First quarter, no score. Mustangs almost jumped twice. Now Thomas resetting his guys. Give us to Sturgis, right side, looking for an edge. Stiff arms the defender across the 30. He's got the first down inside the 25. Taken down about the 24-yard line.
That's a nice stutter step outside for Brian Sturgis. Tackled by St. Julian for Taylor. Appears the Seven Lakes is coming out in a little different set. They've come out twice in a twins formation. It's something they don't usually show right off the bat.
8:19 to go, opening quarter, no score. Thomas looks to throw, right side, it's complete. out to Arnold. Got about the 22. So a short pickup of about 2 on the play.
And it appears Seven Lakes is coming out with the tempo. Kind of have Taylor on their heels a little bit.
2 yards.
2nd and 8, and whistles as Thomas takes the snap.
Sometimes when you try to speed up tempo, sometimes you speed up yourself. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but
Officials just seemed to remark the ball at the 22, so maybe the officials weren't set.
yeah, that speed tempo, it affects them as well.
Thomas brings his team back to the line. 2nd and 8 from the 22. Ball's on the far hash. Give us to Sturgis, left side, into the secondary across the 10. Taken down at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Spartans.
Nice
but
play.
we've got a flag on the field.
Oh, that was a nice play off tackle to the left-hand side. But you get a flag that quick, a lot of times it's holding.
So, strong run from Sturgis gets wiped off the board. On the hold. Ball's marked back to the 31. That'll make it 2nd down and 17. Two receivers to the left. Thomas in the gun. Takes a snap. Rolling left. Now fires deep. Left side. Has a man. It's complete at the 3-yard line. Brian Moore with the diving catch.
That's outstanding rollout to the left-hand side. Cam Thomas had a nice air underneath the ball. Made a nice throw to get a 1st down and goal for the Spartans. Nice play from Cam Thomas.
6:45 to go opening quarter. No score. This is the first possession. Spartans 1st and goal from the 3. Ball's on the near hash. Moore wide, way to the right. I set. Thomas gives for Sturgis up the middle, pushes the pile forward for the touchdown.
Nice dive play to Sturgis up the middle. Exactly what Seven Lakes want to do to come out. You know, they had a tough defeat last week. First thing you want to do is get back on the field and get back after it again. Come out on your opening drive the ball down the field, and punch it in.
Seth Smalls on for the extra point. Snap, set, kick is up, and it is good. 6:25 to go opening quarter. Spartans take a 7-0 lead. This is Texas 6A high school football on Texan Live. Spartans score on their opening drive, capped off by a 3-yard touchdown run by Brock Sturgis. They take the lead 7-0. Patrick Creighton, Coach Derek Jones with you. Texan Live. Seven Lakes Spartans, Katy Taylor Mustangs.
That's a big opening drive for Seven Lakes to come out. I know Taylor didn't want that to start off the game like that. That's a big drive for Seven Lakes. Not so much for Taylor. Interested to see what Taylor comes out to do to respond to that.
You know, last week in the loss to Tompkins, the Spartans did have the ball late in the game. They just weren't able to convert from a 1-point deficit. Took a tough loss. So important to them come out in the very first possession they have is a strong drive. They go the length of the field, and they punch it in the end zone.
Yeah, you're exactly right. As we spoke at the beginning of the game, this is a must-win situation, I think, for both of these teams. And to come out and have the success starting off early, it's really big for Seven Lakes, especially last week against Tompkins. Tompkins, this is the first year for seniors on that team. Of course, a lot of the guys know each other just because of the proximity. But there was a struggle last week trying to score and put points on the board. So for Seven Lakes to come out against a tough Katy Taylor team that that's going to compete with you for the second, third spot, more than likely, depending upon how Katy does, that's a big statement for the offense to come out and do that.
Jacob York, Kellen Winters deep for the Mustangs. Smalls mark the ball on the far hash of the 40. Line drive, end over end kick. Will chase Winters 4 yards deep. He'll take it out across the 10, runs into a pile about the 16-yard line, and gets driven back. Line side judge giving them maybe a generous spot up to the 18. And that's where the Mustangs will take over their first possession. Now we've got official conference.
See, that was the thing. I was looking for a flag. I didn't see the flag, but they were talking at the 10-yard line. I thought something was going on, but I didn't see a flag anywhere.
I didn't see one either, but the Spartans called for illegal formation on the kickoff. So they'll push them back 5 yards and they'll get to re-kick. So hopefully that'll wind up, if you're the Mustangs, hopefully that'll wind up with some better field position for you.
Yeah, that's definitely positively a win if you can get it out past that 20-yard line where you were at. You don't want to start too deep in your own end.
So Jorn Winters will get a second chance here. Smalls marks the ball off on the far hash, now with his own 35. Short, high, end over end kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. So that's definitely a win for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do. I mean, you're already penalized to give it a few more yards back and give them better field position. You don't want to kick it out of bounds, of course, and give them even better field position.
Nice net gain for the Mustangs. They'll wind up with 1st and 10 instead of at the 18, at the 40. Wow. 22-yard net gain because of the illegal formation penalty.
Wow, and in competitive games, such as the one we're expecting tonight, field position is going to be at a premium. You definitely don't want to give away that many yards, especially when you had them deep like that. So that's something you want to take a look at as Taylor comes out for this first drive.
Now,
oh my God.
all right, now they're going to make him re-kick again. All right, this one I don't understand. You're going to have to talk me through this, Coach.
Honestly, I would have taken the ball where it was. I mean, you got that net gain of yardage. Anything can happen once a re-kick takes place. I mean, you can have a guy muff a ball. You can get pinned deeper than what you are. I mean, it's definitely a risk, but it appears that Taylor feels confident in their return game, and they want their returners to have an opportunity to bring it out. They think they'll get a better opportunity with that.
So now Smalls will line the ball up instead of on the far hash, closer to the near hash from his own 30. Steps into it, short kick fielded by Yor at the 15, runs across the field, 20, 25, finds the seams across the 30. getting to the far sideline, and he's up to about the 38-yard line. So it's a nice return, but right about where they would have been if they had just accepted the last one.
Yeah, it's about 2 yards off of where it was when they first started this whole thing. But I can see what Taylor was trying to do. Taylor actually had a nice wall set up to the left-hand side. So I'm assuming that's something they've been working on all week. So that's why they want to try to see if they could maybe pop one on the kickoff return.
David Perkins and the Mustang offense come out. Trips right. Perkins in the gun, beaks the deep back. Takes a snap, give this to Beak. Up, and he's stuffed up in the backfield. Swarm of orange jerseys broke through the line. That was an old-fashioned jailbreak.
Yeah, the Seven Lakes defense, this defensive line, they're stout up front. Running the ball is not going to be something that Taylor can put a steady diet on tonight.
Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12 from their own 36. Ball's on the far hash, moving left to right. Perkins in the gun. Give his beak, left side. He's got room across the 50. Inside the 40, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's finally run out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Beak showing both speed and power on that run.
That was an outstanding run by the sophomore, hitting to the left-hand side. The defensive end lost contain on the outside. Anytime you lose contain on the outside, obviously the wide receiver's blocking the cornerback. There's nobody out there. That was wide open to the left-hand side, untouched for Beak. Nice run.
5:24 to go opening quarter. Spartans lead 7-0. 1st and 10 Mustangs on the Spartan 25. 2 receivers to the left. Perkins in the gun. Give us to Beak, right side. He's met behind the line and taken down at about his own 29. Terrific play by Zach Baker.
And off the end.
And that was a nice tackle, and that's exactly what you want to have on your defensive end. On that particular play, the defensive end was on the corner taking that contain, and if that would have happened on the previous play, it would have looked similar to that. That's what your defensive ends are out there for, to protect that edge for you.
It's a 4-yard loss, 2nd and 14. Perkins in the gun. Takes a snap, he'll look to throw. Fires, left side, it's complete about the 20-yard line and hit immediately. Looks like Brayton Kubeka on the reception.
Tyreer Mickens came up on the tackle on that play. It's a nice pass out to the left-hand side, quick pass. Looks like a stop route, about a 5 or 6 yard stop route. Nice play.
3rd and 5 from the 20. 2 receivers right.
3rd and 5.
Perkins in the gun. Here comes the pressure. It's a screen to Beak. Breaks a tackle, but it's going to be short of the first down marker. He got to about the 17. Didn't look like the play was supposed to be designed that way, but all the pressure up front made them hurry that play.
That was a nice pursuit by Keith Simpson. Actually, the linebacker, he read the tailback coming out of the back on the flare route. It's a very smart play, very heady play from the linebacker.
This will bring out the field goal unit. Gianmarco Cordoba. It's about a 34-yard kick from the far hash. Snap, set, kick is up. He's got a lot of distance, and it's good. 34-yard field goal by Gianmarco Cordoba gets the Mustangs on the board. 3:54 to go opening quarter. Spartans 7, Mustangs 3. This is Texas 6A football on Texan Live.
Come enjoy the heart of Katy, Texas, one of the most delightful cities in the Lone Star State. The best part? It's a short drive from Houston and minutes from the Energy Corridor. With places to stay and places to play, anything you'd like to eat, and an old town charm that can't be beat. Activities and fun for the entire family. Enjoy the best of both worlds in the City of Champions, Katy, Texas. For more information, go to cityofkaty.com.
So the Mustangs answer back, 42-yard drive capped off by a 34-yard Gianmarco Cordoba field goal. Spartans still lead 7-3, 3:54 to go, opening quarter. Patrick Creighton, Derek Jones with here on Texan live from Road Stadium in Katy, Texas. Beautiful night for football, Coach. Couldn't ask for better weather than we've got today. We've seen some games where we weren't sure if the weather was going to hold up. We've seen torrential downpours before games. This is a beautiful night.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's a perfect night to come out and play football. Have a good crowd on both sides. Everybody's excited. It's homecoming. You definitely don't want to have any kind of bad weather, rain, or anything like that on a night like tonight. It's a great night for football.
The Seven Lakes Marching Band, I think, is bigger than my graduating class from New York.
Yeah, they're huge. At least 200 members plus from last time I talked with some of the folks. It's amazing what Seven Lakes has put together. School hasn't been around that long, but they put together some nice programs.
So Cordoba will put the ball on the near hash, kicking left to right. Brian Moore, Alec Arnold deep for the Spartans. Cordoba drives it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And we've got a lot of whistles.
Results in a touchback for the Spartans.
So the Spartans' second drive begin at their own 25-yard line. Cameron Thomas will bring the offense back out. They had a terrific opening drive.
Yeah, they came out and established the run early. See what they do this next time out.
In the gun. Give up the middle for Sturgis. He dives forward for a few. It's about to 28. It's a 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7.
Tackle by Kel Johnson, number 2 for Taylor. Once again, Taylor's putting 8 men in the box to try to eliminate the run. I see Seven Lakes is back in that pistol formation. They started the game off out from under center.
Moore and Arnold are wide. Thomas takes a snap up the middle. Sturgis, he's across the 30. Brought down there by about 3 different defenders.
Big linebacker Nathan Siraj is one of the young men on the tackle. Another big third down for Seven Lakes early in the game.
3rd and 5 from the 30. Thomas now under center, I set. Takes a snap, quick throw to the right. It's complete, 1st down and more. To Alec Arnold. He's got about the 36-yard line. That'll be enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, nice tackle by St. Julian for Taylor. That's a nice route from Arnold. Basically, you go to the 1st down route, to the 1st down marker, and I'll throw it to you. That's a nice quick stop route.
2 receivers left, I set. Thomas under pressure, rolling to the right, ducks another defender, and he's finally brought down from behind. Just too many guys to try to avoid. Needs to get rid of that football, Coach.
Yeah, you definitely, on that first one, the first move he had, I thought he was going to let it go. You don't want to stay in the pocket, especially with Taylor's pursuit. You got Big Max Wright, number 99 on the tackle, another sophomore out here playing for Taylor. You don't want to give away field position early. I know you're trying to go for the home run ball, but it's something like that. As a quarterback, you may want to just take that down and just try to get you some yards running. It looked like he had a running lane to the right side.
Fortunately, only a 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12 from the 34. Davis for Sturgis, left side, pushes the pile forward to the 39. Pickup of 5. 3rd down and 7.
Logan McLeod on the tackle, big linebacker for Taylor. Another third down situation for Seven Lakes. They've been in third down a little bit more in this series of drives than they did the first time.
Minute 25 to go, clock winding, opening quarter. Spartans with a 7-3 lead. 3rd and 7 from their own 39. And we've got a whistle right as Thomas took the snap. Timeout, Mustangs. Minute 16 to go, opening quarter. Spartans 7, Mustangs 3.
Big Star Ford, Houston's fastest growing Ford dealer. Why? Huge discounts, most for your trade. Explorers, $6,000 off. Fusion, $7,000 off. F-150, $12,000 off. F-250, $15,000 off. And now every car, truck, and SUV has 0% interest for 72 months. 0% for 72 months. Don't walk, run. These deals end soon. Big Star Ford, big city discounts, small town dealing.
3rd down and 7 from their own 39. Thomas in the gun. 3 receivers left. Deep drop. Sets up the screen to Sturgis across the 40-45. He looks like he's going to be a little short of the first.
That's a nice idea, a nice screen pass to the left-hand side to try to get as many yards as you can. Taylor's been pursuing pretty well in this series of drives. They changed their defense up a little bit. In their first drive, Seven Lakes went down the field pretty easy off the tackles. And it appears that Taylor came out, changed that, and started hitting some of these gaps.
Much like they did on their first drive, they're going to go for it on 4th and less than a yard in their own territory. Ball just outside the 45. Eye set. Thomas keeps it himself. He's got the first down to about the 49-yard line. So Spartans have shown in short yardage they can impose their will physically on the Mustangs thus far.
And that was actually a nice play call coming off the quarterback sneak. Quarterback took the ball, went right off the guard's backside to the right-hand side. Obviously, they see something, or they've scouted something about Taylor that gives them the opportunity to run that play twice in a row for a first down on the 4th down.
Thomas under center, eye set. Give us to Sturgis up the middle. Big hole across the 40, 30, 20, foot race, 10, 5, touchdown Spartans. 51 yards, Brock Sturgis.
Big time run from the sophomore Brock Sturgis. Took the toss from Cam Thomas up the off tackle, off the B gap, and went 51 yards untouched. That's a big play for Seven Lakes to come back and answer the field goal from Taylor. And Seven Lakes looks like a different team from last week.
Second touchdown for Sturgis. Smalls on for the extra point. Snap, set, kick is up. And it is good. 2 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Spartans take a 14-3 lead. You're listening to Texas 6A High School football on Texan Live. "51-yard touchdown run by Brock Sturgis, his second of the night, gives the Spartans a 14-3 lead over the Mustangs with 2 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And, Derek, with only 3 seconds difference between the play clock and the game clock, that one's a backbreaker.
That's something you definitely want to give up as for Taylor. You don't want to come out and drop early to Seven Lakes, knowing the situation they were in last week. You want to try to put a little pressure on them because, they're doubting themselves. They had a tough game against Tompkins to lose that game. So for Taylor, you want to come out and put as much pressure on them as possible to make them not believe in what they're doing. but it's total opposite right now. Seven Lakes has come out and they're on fire.
Smalls, short kick, high, fielded by Winters at the 12. On the far side of the field, now coming the near side. He's got the 20, 25, taken down about the 30-yard line by Drew Berthen. That'll end the first quarter. Spartans 14, Mustangs 3. This is Texas 6A High School football on Texan Live.
Register online at CESperformance.com for your sports performance program. CESperformance.com has multi-month memberships and team training. CESperformance.com has baseline performance testing included with every athletic development program. Schedule your athletic evaluation at CESperformance.com. There's no cost or commitment. Be prolific at CESperformance.com.
Join the conversation on Twitter.
Folks, don't forget, tune in to Fox Sports Southwest tomorrow night from 11 p.m. to midnight for the Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive. Join my friends Howard Chen and John Lopez along with Courtney Rowland and Courtney Madden. They'll take you around the city with all the week's football action. The Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive from 11 to midnight tomorrow on Fox Sports Southwest. Don't forget, you can also follow along with the games on Twitter. Follow us at Texan_live. Patrick Creighton, Derek Jones with you live from Road Stadium in Katy, Texas. About to get underway. Second quarter. Spartans and Mustangs. Spartans with a 14-3 lead. Mustangs will have a 1st and 10 from their own 30. Now moving right to left. That's 2 straight drives by the Spartans, coach, where they've moved the ball with some relative ease.
And I'm a little bit surprised by that. I mean, Taylor has a good team. Defense has been playing, not too bad. I know they played Katy and it looked a little bit different in that game, but real impressed with the way Seven Lakes has come out. Their approach tonight. It's pretty much downhill off tackle most of the night starting this game out.
Ball's on the far hash. 2 receivers to the left. Perkins will give it to Beak, right side. He is met in the backfield by 3 orange jerseys. Back at his own 26. It's a 4-yard loss. And so far, the Spartans winning the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, right now the bigs on the Spartans are whipping the bigs on the Taylor Mustangs right now. It's one-on-one matchup, and Seven Lakes is ahead right now on that.
2nd and 13 from the 27. 2 receivers to the right. Perkins in the gun, takes a snap. Here comes pressure. Steps up, fires deep over the middle, and overshoots everyone. Nearest receiver was Kubeka. Now it's 3rd down and 13.
Yeah, Tyrell Mirkins is the closest one for Seven Lakes. Thought he may get that, but that ball was definitely overthrown.
Mustangs answered the first touchdown drive by the Spartans with a field goal. Now they're 3rd and 13 on their own 27. 4 receivers wide. Beak is a deep back. Perkins in the gun. Takes a snap. Tries to do a little Statue of Liberty play to Beak, and he is dropped at his own 20. It's a 7-yard loss. Nobody was fooled on that one.
Nice play by Elliott Legge coming in. Tried to run a delayed draw. Usually you try to attempt to run those when you're deep in your own territory. You need a lot of yardage. You try to run the draw, and hopefully the defense will run right by you. Seven Lakes is not having that right now.
Only works for Boise State in bowl games.
On that blue turf, yeah.
You're back to punt, standing on his own 9. Punt angle to the far side of the field. Takes a Mustang bounce. Spartans will let it roll. And the Mustangs will down it at the Spartan 35, but a flag back near the line of scrimmage.
Down 35 yard line.
It's a hold against the Mustangs. I'm sorry, a hold against the Spartans. So they'll mark off 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 25. Ball on the far hash. It'll also be the 3rd Spartan possession. 11:18 to go before the half. They lead at 14-3. Thomas in the gun. Sturgis to his right. Low snap, rolling right, fires right, well short of his intended receiver, Moore. It'll be 2nd and 10.
12 Dalton Wood pass, ball is complete. 10 receivers,
Dalton Wood in at quarterback for the Spartans.
The 2nd and 10, 25.
Cameron Thomas, who had been at quarterback, now lined up at receiver. He and Moore wide to the right. Wood in the gun, takes a snap, gives it to Sturgis. Up the middle, not a lot of room to run. Maybe he picked up a yard.
And off number 5, Ron Sturgis.
Yeah, big Cale Johnson on that tackle on that play.
3rd down and 9, ball on the far hash.
Yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 9 for Spartan.
Thomas and Moore are wide to the right. Wood in the gun. Mustangs showing pressure. Wood takes a snap. Here comes the pressure. Now fires deep right side. Caught but out of bounds is Moore. That ball just kept drifting and took him out of bounds. And the Spartans will have to punt.
Yeah, that's a tough possession for the Spartans. It's always tough when you're trying to play 2 quarterbacks. You have a quarterback who's actually been sitting on the sideline, and it's hard to stay warm, and you're coming out and jumping in the huddle. It actually takes the offense out of the momentum, out of the rhythm that they had. It appeared Seven Lakes had a nice rhythm going. They just scored a couple touchdowns in a row. Looked like they were moving the ball pretty well. I mean, I understand the logic with the 2 quarterbacks, but sometimes that really breaks up your rhythm.
We had just, been talking about how the Spartans had moved the ball with relative ease on both of their first 2 drives. Gotten a couple of big plays. We're going to get a break here as Mustangs get the flag.
That's a big break. It sounded like he said sideline interference. Basically, you have your young men out there a little bit further than they need to be, or you have a coach that's on the field when the play is actually going on and running in. Actually, you're in the ref's way. There's a ref on each sideline, so I think that was interference right there.
So incomplete turns into a 5-yard pickup, so now it's 3rd and 4. From the 31, they need the 35 for a first down. So this is a potentially huge penalty. And now we've got more whistles. A timeout by the Mustangs. 10:28 to go, 2nd quarter. Spartans lead at 14-3. You're listening to Texas 6A High School football on Texan Live.
Come enjoy the heart of Katy, Texas, one of the most delightful cities in the Lone Star State. The best part? It's a short drive from Houston and minutes from the Energy Corridor. With places to stay and places to play. Anything you'd like to eat, and an old town charm that can't be beat. Activities and fun for the entire family. Enjoy the best of both worlds in the City of Champions, Katy, Texas. For more information, go to cityofkaty.com.
Welcome back to Road Stadium, Katy, Texas. Patrick Creighton, Derek Jones with you. 10:28 to go before the half. Spartans 14, Mustangs 3. Derek, we were just talking, that sideline interference play completely away from where the ball was. Can't really come up with a more nonsensical penalty than that.
Yeah, that's definitely one you don't want to give up. Of course, the sideline, you have to have your players back. You have to have your coaches back. You can't be in the path of the referee who's actually on that sideline. The pass was deep and it was to the other side of the field, but that sideline ref, the line judge, has to run the length of that sideline, has to cover his area. So there had to be someone in his path, and of course you always have to, for his safety, you have to make that call so everyone will back up.
So 3rd and 4 from the 31. Ball on the far hash. 2 receivers left. Wood under center. Sturgis is deep. He takes the handoff. Right side, finds a seam. Dives forwards about the 33. He's going to be a couple of yards shy of the first down. Now the Spartans have gone for it on 4th and less than a yard twice. Well, they go for it on 4th and 2 from their own 33. And Dalton Wood and the offense are staying on the field.
Personally, myself, I would not attempt to go for it now because you're really deep in your own end. I mean, you're near your own 30-yard line. The last thing you want to do is give Taylor any momentum. You've jumped on them early. You want to just continue to kick the ball away and play field position. I'm surprised.
4th and 2, I set. Give us to Sturgis up the middle. He's got the first down and more across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Old-fashioned power football, and the Spartans are winning at this every time.
That's a nice dive play, turnaround toss to Sturgis. I mean, when your coach has the faith in you to turn around and run a 4th down 3 times in a row, he's sending a message to the team: is, hey, we're coming out here to play. We're coming out here to establish who we are and what we do, and everybody's buying into that right now.
9:20 to go before the half. 1st and 10 from the 41. Sturgis, flea flicker. Wood going deep. He's got Arnold complete at the 20-yard line. Oh, what a catch. He had to wait for the ball. Defender ran right through him, and he still caught it. But there are flags down back at the 35, and it's coming back.
Yeah, that play took a little bit longer to develop. It appeared that the quarterback, Wood, was waiting a little bit longer than he needed to, and the pressure from Taylor caused one of the linemen to try to grab him.
More importantly, Brock Sturgis just limped off the field. Under his own power, but limped off the field after that play.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to have happen on a play like that. You get penalized, but then you also get penalized by having your starting tailback go to the sideline. Hopefully he's okay. He walked off on his own power.
It'll be 1st and 20 from their own 31. 2 receivers to the left. And now we've got another timeout by the Mustangs. Well, they'll give this timeout to the Spartans. It's their second timeout of the half. 8:45 to go in this first half. Spartans have a 14-3 lead. Folks, don't forget, Texan Live is your home for Houston high school sports. We have you covered with 5 games across the network tomorrow night. In a rivalry game at the Rig, Pearland faces off against Dawson. Summer Creek takes on Kingwood. Morton Ranch and Cinco Ranch square off right here. Porter welcomes Barbers Hill into Texan Drive Stadium, and Kingwood Park is on the road at Crosby. All that on Texan Live, your home for Houston high school sports. 1st and 20 from their own 31. 2 receivers wide left. Ball close to the near hash. Wood under center, eye set. Sturgis deep. Ball comes loose. Who's got it? It's a fumble, and the Mustangs have it. That actually was Brian Moore on the carry. And Moore not able to hold on to the ball when he got into traffic. So the Mustangs finally get a stop with the turnover, and they'll have terrific field position. 1st and 10 from the Spartan 35.
That's a big recovery from McLeod for Taylor. Once the quarterback change took place, it appeared that the rhythm and the momentum had started to change a little bit. Sometimes as coaches, you overthink the situation, and you may have put yourself in a bind right now.
Spartan show pressure. Perkins under center. Quick throw to the right. Now it's with throw on a receiver option to the end zone. Touchdown! Terrific throw and catch by the Mustangs. They take everybody by surprise with an option screen. Brad Vale lined up at wide receiver, took the screen, and then fired a strike to the end zone.
That's an outstanding play call from Trey Herman for the head coach for Taylor to set up basically a double pass out to your wide receiver and have your wide receiver throw one deep. You just had a turnover, change of possession. The momentum has changed a little bit. The first thing you want to do as a head coach is to try to go deep, try to just totally get them off their heels. Nice play call, nice play, nice execution, touchdown Taylor, and we have a ball game now.
Cordoba on for the extra point. We had a Spartans player shaken up on the play in the end zone, and that's causing a little delay here. Jacob Yore on the receiving end of that strike from Brad Vale. Now we'll have another stoppage of play. 8:30 to go, second quarter. Spartans lead 14-9 pending the extra point. This is Texas 6A high school football on Texan Live.
Hey fans, this is Marvin Driver with Texan Drive team. Need a car, sedan, truck, van, SUV? Come to the dealership where we treat you better.
I'm Brian Bohannon with the Texan Drive team. If you want to get your preferred pricing, make sure you come see us.
This is Tom Huberty at TexanDrive.com. Please come see me for all your vehicle needs. I can sell GMC, Buick, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, any pre-owned vehicle of your choice.
And I'm Nate Shaw. Make sure when you come in, ask for your Texan Drive team. Best deals, best prices every day.
TexanDrive.com, we treat you better.
Road Stadium, Katy, Texas. Patrick Creighton, Derek Jones with you here on Texan Live. Spartans lead 14-9 over the Mustangs pending an extra point. We're still, both teams still on their own sidelines as a player is down. Now he gets back up. Looks to be okay. Always good to see a guy get up and walk around on his own power.
Oh, yeah, exactly right. Appears to be Mickens. He was actually covering on that play, tried to go up and knock that ball, deflect that ball away. It's good to see him walking back towards his sideline. Hopefully everything's okay with that young man.
Mustangs will come out for the extra point. Never understand these weird formations, and then everybody moves back to the center of the ball.
Yeah, they call that the gate formation. You attempt to try to see if you can get your defense off guard. There's a lot of times the defense won't shift with you, and then you can, of course, have your center snap the ball to the quarterback, and they can run a play, get 2 points out of it. So it just keeps the defense, your special teams, honest.
Cordoba for the extra point. Snap, set, kick is up, and it is good. That cuts the lead down to 4. It's 14-10 now. Spartans with the lead. 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go before the half. This is Texas 6A high school football on Texan Live. Cordoba to kick off, ball on the far hash on his 40. Short pop-up kick. It'll be fielded at the 20-yard line. That's an awkward catch. like Cameron Valentine with the catch. Kind of dove in front of his return guy as Alec Arnold looked like he was set to try to take that ball on the run.
Yeah, big sophomore Cam Valentine. He's got a nice pair of hands there.
So we 1st and 10 for the Spartans on their own 20. Ball on the near hash, moving left to right.
Spartans definitely need to get the momentum back. They once they made that quarterback change, I thought that took the flow of the game away from them. They've given Taylor an opportunity to get back into the ball game, and now they need to go back and reestablish what they've already established early in the game.
Well, Cam Thomas back at quarterback. Give us for Sturgis up the middle. He's forward for about 3. Second and 7.
And big Blake Moss, number 94 for Taylor, one of the guys on the tackle. Taylor's defensive line has not played bad tonight. They're getting a lot of penetration. They're definitely holding their ground for Seven Lakes. Although they've had some good plays for Seven Lakes, Taylor has not played a bad game up front so far.
2 receivers to the right. Thomas gets his play call. Barks a signal, takes a snap. Keeps it himself up the middle. He's got the first down across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Move the sticks for the Spartans.
Tackle by Kel Johnson. That's a nice quarterback keeper up the middle on the zone read. Sturgis going to the left-hand side. Quarterback keeps, reads off the defensive tackle. Picks up a nice first down for Seven Lakes. Tries to get the momentum started once again.
Thomas trying to get his line set. They go a little more tempo again. Under center, Sturgis is the deep back. Give is for Sturgis. Cuts it back up the middle, pushes the pile forward. And maybe has about 3 yards on that carry.
Here we see Big Max Wright, number 99, on the tackle. Big sophomore for Taylor.
And Sturgis.
They missed him in the Katy Tiger game. It's good to have him back out there for them.
2nd down and 7. Thomas in the gun. Takes a snap, looks to throw. Deep, right side, and incomplete. Nice defense.
Fastball's incomplete.
Yeah, nice coverage from St. Julian. And it appears the quarterbacks for Seven Lakes, they always have a problem throwing to Brian. He's so fast. It's hard to underthrow that young man just because he's so fast. You want to actually put it out in front of him and let him allow him the opportunity to run, use some of that 4.4 speed that he has. But for whatever reason, they're underthrowing him.
3rd and 7 from the 38. Thomas. Inside give to Sturgis. Got the 40, breaks the tackle. He's got the first down across midfield and run out of bounds at the 47-yard line of the Mustangs. Another 3rd down conversion for the Spartans.
That's a nice run by Sturgis. Made a couple of guys miss, and that was basically an individual effort, busting out to the right-hand side off of the tackle to the right.
Thomas trying to get his team lined up, moving some tempo here. Takes the snap. Quick throw to the right. It's complete to Moore. Moore will dive across the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Nice tackle by St. Julian. This is exactly what Seven Lakes wants to do. They want to speed the tempo up. That's been successful for them earlier tonight. They kind of slowed themselves down for a little bit. Now they're picking it back up again.
3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Pitch back to Sturgis, right up the middle. He's stacked up. No gain on that play. 5:55, clock rolling. 2nd quarter, 3rd down and 7.
Number 33, Parkins.
2 receivers to the left. Thomas under center, eye set. Sturgis looking to bounce it off right tackle and nowhere to go. There's Max Wright in the backfield again, making that play.
Yeah, Seven Lakes is having a log jam in the middle, and then they're trying to bounce it out to the outside, but it's a little bit too late because you have Big Max coming off of that outside to your left-hand side.
Lost a yard on the play. It's 4th and 8, and they're going to go for it. Flags fly. Mustangs were definitely over the line, but did they jump? No, they were drawn. And now the punting team will come on. Line of scrimmage now back to the 50. Seth Smalls at his own 35. Waiting for the snap. Low snap, kick is blocked. It's blocked, and all Smalls can do is fall on it at the 32.
Big block by Keelan Winters. Coming unblocked from the left-hand side. Once again, the momentum has shifted to Taylor. I think once they made that change, I don't want to harp on it, but it definitely took the rhythm of what Seven Lakes was trying to do out of it, and they're holding on now. Taylor has the opportunity once again to take the lead now. It's 14-10.
A fumble and a blocked kick give the Mustangs another possession starting inside Spartan territory. 1st and 10 from the Spartans' 31. Ball on the near hash, 2 receivers wide right. Perkins in the gun, takes a snap, here comes the pressure, steps up, fires deep over the middle, in and out of the hands of his receiver, and incomplete.
Pass broken up by Marquette Singleton.
Jacob Yor. Ball seemed to bounce off his shoulder. Maybe one he should have had. Instead, it'll be 2nd and 10. 4:58 to go before the half. Mustangs the chance to take their first lead of the game. Short field position here. 2 receivers right. Perkins in the gun. End around to Yor. Cross to 30, makes a couple of guys miss, and he gets gang tackled at about the 29-yard line.
And Justin Dittman was on the play with the host of Spartans. This is a key 3rd down for Taylor. They're in good field position. They're actually close to field goal range. They definitely want to try to get some points out of this. This is a momentum changer for them. They need the points.
Ref did not do the Mustangs any favors on that Spart. They give them only 1 yard. It's 3rd and 9 from the 30. 2 receivers right. Perkins will throw, fires, it's complete. They've got the first down inside the 20. Complete to Vale to the 17-yard line. First down, Mustangs.
That was a big-time throw to Vale, split between a couple of defenders for Seven Lakes. They were almost there. That's an awesome first down for Taylor to set up some short yardage in the red zone right now for Seven Lakes.
3:54 to go before the half. 2 receivers right. Perkins in the gun, takes a snap. Handoff is to Beek. He's got the right side. The left side is across the 10. And down about the 8-yard line. Maybe he's a yard shy of the first down. Terrific run getting across the field.
That's a nice stop and go run from Beek. Another sophomore. Bounced out to the left-hand side, giving them a short 2nd down.
2nd and a yard. 2 receivers right. Perkins. High snap. Give this to Beek. Up the middle. Spins his way forward. He should be very close to the first down.
Kim Valentine's one of the guys on the tackle. Yeah, Beek definitely had some wiggle to his run.
Again, they get no favors on the spot.
Not at all.
It'll be 3rd down and a full yard from the 8. Mustangs hurry. Beek directly under center. He'll take the snap. Bulldozes the pile forward. He's got the first down. Ball is loose. They say he was down, and they're going to say Beek was down at the 4 before any of the extracurricular activities commenced.
That's a nice play called by Taylor. Your hurry-up offense, get your lineman on the line. You have Beak in at the Wildcat position up under center. And basically it's a quarterback sneak, but you have your running back actually performing the action. That's a nice play for a first down and goal.
2:05 to go. First and goal from the 4. Pitch wide to the right. Diving forward is Winters. Gets about the 2, but
Hand off number 7, Kelvin. Illegal formation.
it's going to come back. Mustangs called for illegal formation.
Yeah, anytime you bring in some extra guys to the line, sometimes your end man, your end lineman is in the backfield because of his stance. He's trying to get a certain part of leverage to make the block. You have too many guys in your backfield.
That'll cost them 5 yards, so it'll be first and goal now from the 9. Minute 40 to go. Clock rolling before the half. Mustangs down 4. Perkins, quick snap, give to Beak, right side, trying to get an edge inside the 10 and run out of bounds about the 6-yard line. Gained about 3 on the play. It'll stop the clock with 1:26 to go before the break.
That's a nice pursuit from the linebacker, Justin Dittman. Beak is a fast and an agile young man, and for the linebacker to keep up with him, that's a nice play for the defense.
Ball on the far hash, 2nd and 6. Goal to go. 2 receivers left. Snap, give is to Beak. Dives across the 5 to the 4. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line.
And it appears Taylor has sped up the tempo as well. It has right now, has 7 Lakes a little bit off balance.
Now we'll get a timeout by the Mustangs. Minute 6 to go before the half. Mustangs 3rd and goal from the 4. They trail 14-10. This is Texas 6A High School football on Texan Live.
Register online at CESperformance.com for your sports performance program. CESperformance.com has multi-month memberships and team training. CESperformance.com has baseline performance testing included with every athletic development program. Schedule your athletic evaluation at CESperformance.com. There's no cost or commitment. Be prolific at CESperformance.com.
Minute 6 to go before the half. Mustangs trail the Spartans 14-10. They have 3rd and goal from the Spartan 4. Coach, are they in 4-down territory here?
Actually, I would say no. I would take the field goal if they're stopped on this play. You definitely want the points.
2 receivers to the right. Perkins takes a snap, looks to throw, under pressure, end zone. Signal, touchdown! Far corner of the field, right at the goal line. Under pressure, give Perkins a lot of credit. He stood in the face of oncoming pressure and delivered a strike. And for the first time tonight, the Mustangs take the lead. 2-point conversion on the fake kick, and a lot of contact in the end zone. Flags come down.
Yeah, on the first play, that was a heck of a play. He threw the ball. It actually was deflected by one of the 7 Lakes defenders, bounced up a couple times, and had one of the Taylor receivers catch that for an end zone for a touchdown. And on that play, they ran a swinging gate once again. As a wide receiver open wide up to the top, because that's the first thing you do is you try to make sure that you outflank the defense, trying to set up early. And as 7 Lakes was scrambling, they tossed it up. They ended up getting a penalty.
Defense, number 4. After this field goal, 3 times.
Right now, 7 Lakes is totally out of sorts.
It all goes back to that temporary change of quarterback that you mentioned seemed to be the turning point for them. Cordoba for the extra point. snap, set, kick is up. And it is good. 1 minute to go before the half. Mustangs take a 17-14 lead over the Spartans. This is Texas 6A High School football on Texan Live. Road Stadium, Katy, Texas. There was a point in this game, Coach, where it looked like the Spartans were going to start to steamroll. They turned it over deep in their own territory, and since then the momentum has really changed. The temporary change at quarterback for the Spartans from Thomas to Wood has seemed to undo them. And with a minute to go for the first time tonight, the Mustangs take a 17-14 lead. Cordoba, short, high kick. Fielded at 23, fumbled and dove on top of by the Spartans. That's a little more excitement than they needed on that play.
Yeah, what you were saying earlier, I totally agree. Once they made that change, and I understand from a coach's philosophy what you're trying to do. You're trying to get both guys in. You're having some success. You want to get your quarterback in early and get him an opportunity to kind of get warmed up in the game. But what you do, sometimes you can take yourself out of that rhythm, out of that momentum. And then once again, you also affect the other person that you're taking out because it takes them out of the rhythm because now they want to know why they came out of the game. So what happens is it just kind of shifts the whole paradigm of what's taking place. And right now, Seven Lakes are on their heel. Offense and defense are on their heels right now.
1st and 10 from their own 27. Thomas takes a snap, rolls right, fires deep, incomplete, over the heads of everyone, intended for Alec Arnold.
And then what we talked about earlier before the game started, we talked about they want to come out and start a rhythm and have some success, and they had that success early. They could forget about what took place last week. Now, when you start going through adversity, that's the first thing that comes into your mind. Okay, we've been here before. Oh, my goodness, we were in a close game last week that didn't turn up in our favor. So now when you say momentum, I mean, really the momentum has changed. Taylor right now has Seven Lakes exactly where they want them. Seven Lakes needs to be careful not to turn the ball over here because it could really turn this entire game all the way upside down.
2nd and 10, 2 receivers each side. Thomas in the gun. Here comes the blitz. Gives to Sturgis, sidesteps a defender, dives forward close to the 30, but there's a flag on the play. This is a face mask against the Mustangs, so 15-yard penalty with 45 seconds to go.
That's a big break for Seven Lakes.
Had a chance to stall him out and get off the field. 40 seconds, clock winding. 1st and 10 from their own 45. 2 receivers each side, Thomas in the gun. Takes a snap, here comes the pressure. Dumps it off to Moore. Moore sidesteps a defender, he's got the first down the near sideline and run out of bounds. Terrific play by Brian Moore, and then a late flag after the play. Moore took a short dump off at midfield, managed to make guys miss and get out of bounds to stop the clock with 20 seconds. After the play, some shenanigans on the near sideline. We'll wait for the official. Another personal foul against the Mustangs. That's 2 on this drive. And after that nice catch and run from Brian Moore, that's going to move the ball to the 29-yard line. They're in field goal range. 20 seconds to go. Mustangs showing blitz. Thomas takes the snap, looks to throw, fires. Deep corner, Incomplete, intended for Moore. Strong coverage on that play.
Yeah, when you have 2 penalties like that back-to-back, you're giving life back to Seven Lakes. You actually had them kind of deflated, kind of doubting what they were trying to do. Give them 2 big penalties, it kind of gives them life. It gives them kind of renewed energy. And they have an opportunity to put a field goal on the board, which at this point would be huge to go in the locker room 17 all.
14 seconds to go before the half. 2nd and 10 from the Mustang 24. 2 receivers wide each side. Thomas in the gun. Mustangs coming 6 and a whistle.
Yeah, usually it's a false start when you have a foul like that fast.
That's exactly what it's going to be. So now the Spartans doing their best to shoot themselves in the foot. Ball now moved back to the 29 with 11 ticks to go.
And Seven Lakes has to be careful here. You definitely want to have a field goal opportunity. You want to push yourself back any further.
Spartans have 1 timeout. Thomas will line up under center. They got a jumbo formation to the right. Now he'll roll right, fires under heavy pressure. That ball is underthrown, incomplete. Thomas facing heavy pressure. And now with 7 ticks and 3rd down.
They tried to set up Brian Moore on a post route, but he was double covered, and Cam Thomas tried to use a throwback to the left-hand side of the field, just a little bit underthrown.
Well, the offense will stay on the field with 7 seconds and 1 timeout. Down 3, 17-14. Thomas in the gun, takes the snap, looks to throw, fires deep over the middle, and caught! Touchdown! Holy cow! I have no idea how he caught that ball in traffic, but what a catch. 1 official signal touchdown. Now they're going to have a conference. Brian Moore made an amazing catch, if that stands.
I couldn't tell if he caught it or not, but it appears that he did, but Seven Lakes are still on the field. Taylor's obviously trying to run to the end to the locker room.
One official signal touchdown, and then the Mustangs ran off the field like scolded dogs.
As they should.
Now we've got an official conference.
This would be a good time for instant replay, right?
Let's put that back up on the big screen. Let's hear from our official.
Put 1 second on the clock.
Put 1 second on the clock, so no catch, but they get a second on the clock.
I'm sure the Seven Lakes faithful are excited about that. I'm sure the Taylor faithful, they're kind of questioning that right now.
Seth Smalls on to attempt a 46-yard field goal from the near hash. And now another official will get a timeout by the Mustangs. It's their final timeout. This is the Bill Belichick ice the kicker. 1 tick remains before the half. Spartans trail by 3. It's Texas 6A high school football on Texan Live.
Come enjoy the heart of Katy, Texas, one of the most delightful cities in the Lone Star State. The best part? It's a short drive from Houston and minutes from the Energy Corridor. With places to stay and places to play, anything you'd like to eat, and an old town charm that can't be beat. Activities and fun for the entire family. Enjoy the best of both worlds in the City of Champions, Katy, Texas. For more information, go to cityofkaty.com.
1 tick remaining before halftime. Spartans trail 17-14. Seth Smalls on to attempt the 46-yard kick to tie the game heading into the break. Snap, set, kick is up. It's got distance, and it is no good. No good. The Mustangs dodge a bullet. They'll go into halftime with a 17-14 lead after scoring back-to-back unanswered touchdowns to close out the half. 17-14, Mustangs lead the Spartans. Coach, biggest takeaway from the first half?
That was an exciting first half. Seven Lakes came out like gangbusters early on. They jumped on Taylor first and foremost, up 14. And Taylor's fought their way back. A lot of miscues have taken place on both sides. But, it appears, once again, we talked about it over and over again, and I don't want to belabor the point, but once Seven Lakes made that quarterback change, it appeared to not only affect the quarterbacks, it appeared to affect the offensive line, it appeared to affect the running backs. It may even affected the sideline. It seemed to take everyone out of the rhythm and everyone's excitement that they had going on. I mean, I understand you want to try to get everybody involved and try to get everybody in early to get them involved. But sometimes you can take that momentum away, and it appears that ever since that moment, the Seven Lakes was moving pretty good, and ever since that moment, it seems like they've been on their heels, not only on offense, but on defense, on special teams. I mean, there's been a lot of penalties, and I mean, it's been kind of, start and go, not only just for them, but even for Taylor to be able to jump on them and to get some plays in and to throw the fake pass out to the right-hand side to throw deep. I mean, it is set up for an interesting second half ball game between these two teams.
The halftime show is brought to you by Panera Bread. This is Texas 6A high school football on Texan Live.
At Panera, we decided a long time ago to avoid the easy road and switch to antibiotic-free chicken. That decision set a lot of things in motion. So now it's not just chickens raised this way. It's more ingredients you can trust. Which has taught us a lesson. Sometimes, what you think is the harder road turns out to be the only one worth being on. Panera Bread. Live consciously. Eat deliciously.
Champion Taylor Pacesetter. The 2015-2016 Pacesetter Social Officer Cause. Mary Kay Arsenault, Parliamentarian. Catherine Cleveland, Public Relations. Lacey Bridges, Spirit. Anthony Taylor, Informatics, Historian. Sarah Blanchard, Chaplain. Sydney Vogelbaum, Captain Jones, Josie Crawford, Treasurer. Ricky Johnson, Secretary. Neil Baber, Vice President. And Soleil Marengo, President. Junior Lieutenant Sarah Curtis, Senior Lieutenant Anna Flores, Senior Lieutenant Zane Stonefeld, Senior Lieutenant Alan Mengistu, Lieutenant Colonel Abby Tilford, Lieutenant Colonel Kirsten Salter, and Colonel Elise Nicholas. Squad of the Week is Squad 4. Spirit Girl of the Week is Nicole Prieto. Dancer of the Week is Gabby Dillon. Pacesetter Teacher of the Week is Mr. Harris. Tonight, the Pacesetters will perform a Taylor High School halftime tradition, Living on a Prayer.
And now, taking the field, the award-winning J.C. Taylor High School Marching Band. Head drum major, Joe Alain. Assistant drum major, Gerardo Cruz, Sarah McGee, and Cora Rodriguez. The Jet Band will perform the 2015 Ready. Featuring instrumental songs by Michael Gonzalez, Bluebird by Sarah Orelli,
Softball crew, come back to softball. Why? Because we need you.
What do you mean why?
What do you mean why? That's a goofy question. Team Ronnie this week. Say hi to Drew.
Right.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's special Spartan Homecoming Halftime, presented by the Seven Lakes Marching Band and the Seven Lakes Sapphires. The Spartan Band is led on the field by Group Commander Justin Zhang, Vic Ali here in Hometown. Spartan Color Guard captains are Aaron Katy, Zara Mayo, and Amanda Hart. The section of the week is the flute section. The outstanding performers of the week are Haley Bernivo and Kenny Bosky. Board members of the week are Sydney Snyder and Rebecca Blackburn. The Sapphire social officers are Spirit Leader Kendall Bensky, Treasurer Anna Robley, Historian Lonnie Burrell, Secretary and new member board leader Clara Sosa, Vice President Hannah Schultz, and President Sarah Kate Fowler. Rookie of the week is sophomore President Alexa Keller. Sapphire of the week is Ali Beal. And now the Duel of Seven Lakes will perform to the hit song, Johnny Be Good. The Seven Lakes Spartan Band will be performing their 2015 competition show, What Lies Beneath. Immediately after the conclusion of tonight's game, we invite everyone to stay and watch these amazing student musicians. And next week is the Spartan annual tailgate barbecue before the Katy Seven Lakes game. Stop by the band table and get your order form for your family and come celebrate. Take on the Katy Tigers next week at Rhodes Stadium. And now we continue with Seven Lakes Homecoming 2015 and give a special welcome to all Spartan alumni who have come back to this annual event. Now assembling on the field for tonight's special halftime ceremony, we are pleased to present the 2015 Seven Lakes High School Homecoming Court. We begin tonight's festivities with the nominees for Homecoming King, selected by the Seven Lakes Senior Class of 2016. Finalist Kanayo Tiedu Anabodo. Nayo's the son of Domingo and Shuk Womiki Anaboglu, and is being escorted on the field by his mother. Nayo is a 4-year player on the Smart Boys soccer team, and is also active in National Honor Society, National Finance Honor Society, and Spartans Out Serving. In addition to his busy school schedule, he is active in his church and is a volunteer at Memorial Hermann Hospital. Next year, Nayo will pursue a major in chemical engineering with a minor in economics, and he is considering the University of Houston, the University of Texas at Austin, and Texas A&M University. Congratulations, Nayo Anabogu. Finalist Brendan Chang. Brandon is the son of Vivian and J.R. Irving, and is escorted tonight by his mom. Brandon is a member and librarian of the Seven Lakes State Honor Orchestra and was a member of the Spartan golf team for 2 years. He's the head of activities for National Spanish Honor Society and is a National Honor Society member and an AP Scholar with distinction. Brandon was recently recognized as a National Merit finalist, semi-finalist. He is active at Soul Baptist Church of Houston and volunteers as a tutor and with kids' meals and song and book. He plans to pursue a degree in chemical engineering and is considering UT Austin, UC Berkeley, Caltech, MIT, and Princeton. Congratulations, Brendan Chang. Finalist Brent Douglas Gemmon. Brent is the son of Tim and Chris Gemmon, escorted tonight by his mother. Brent plays football and golf for the Spartans, but you probably recognize him from the award-winning productions of the Studio 7 Theater Company and his role as senior class president. He is a member of the National Honor Society, Spartans Out Serving, and the International Thespian Society. Outside of school, he is a member of Alpha Charity League and One Voice Choir. Following graduation, next fall, Grant will be pursuing a degree program in business or pre-med at Texas A&M University. Congratulations, Brent Gammon. Finalist Bryce Daniel Griffin. Bryce is the son of Teresa and Tim Griffin and is being escorted across the field by his mother. A 4-year member of the Spark Band, Bryce is a drill instructor and served as the head band manager and was elected this year as band president. He is a member of the National English Honor Society, Principals Leadership Council, and has been a fish camp mentor and faith team member. Bryce is an AP Scholar with distinction and is also active in his church as a youth group leader and on soundboard and setup crew. He has volunteered for the city of Fulshire and as a senior service volunteer has assisted elderly residents maintaining their homes. He is also a Drum Corps International Ambassador. In the fall, Bryce will begin his law studies and is considering the University of Kansas, Baylor University, and Northwestern University. Congratulations, Bryce Griffin. Rohit Gupte. Rohit is the son of Benita and Neil Gupte, and his mom is escorting him across the field. Rohit is a 4-year member and current president of the Future Business Leaders of America and is active in New Alpha Theta, National Spanish Honor Society, Spartans Out Serving, National Honor Society, and Indian Students Association. You may recognize him on the sideline, where he is a 2nd-year drum major for the Spartan Band. He has also marched with the world-class drum corps international group, the Boston Crusaders. After graduation, Rohit hopes to attend either UCLA, the University of Southern California, or the University of Texas at Austin, where he will major in mechanical engineering. Congratulations, Rohit Gupte. Finalist Louise Greenwood LaFleur. Louise's parents are Rachel and Max, and he is being supported on the field by his mother. Louise is a member of the National Honor Society and the Seven Lakes broadcast team that produces slamcasts throughout the school year. His diversity of interests are apparent in his many activities, which include the Crazy Ideas Club, Unity and Diversity Club, and the Feminism Club. He is also a UIL academic competitor on the UIL Social Studies team. Every weekend, he volunteers at the Houston Food Bank. Louise plans to pursue a career in aerospace engineering and material sciences, and is considering the University of Texas at Austin, Colorado School of Mines, and the University of Bath. Congratulations, Louise LaFleur. Pablo Quintero. Pablo is the son of Deborah and Luis Quintero and the father of sporting on the field tonight. Pablo is active with Seven Lakes Best Buddies and the Studio 7 Theater Company. He is a member of the Wolfpack Special Olympics swimming and bowling team and also Challenger Baseball. Pablo also enjoys the River, an affiliate of Theater Under the Stars. He attends Grace Fellowship United Methodist Church and is active in fundraising for Special Olympics and Theater Under the Stars. Pablo loves Spider-Man and Star Wars, and after high school, he would like to work in the hospitality and entertainment industry. Congratulations, Pablo Quintero. Crowning the king and representing the Seven Lakes student body is our student council president, senior honor student Claire Amin, assisted by senior assistant principal Mrs. Elizabeth Brock. And now, the 2015 Seven Lakes High School Homecoming King is Pablo Quintero. Pablo will assist in presenting each of our queen candidates with a single long stem rose. And now continuing tonight's festivities, also selected by the senior class of 2016, here are the nominees for Homecoming Queen. Finalist Claire Elizabeth Cagle. Claire is the daughter of Renee and Michael Cagle, and she was escorted on the field by her father. Claire serves as historian for the National Honor Society and is also a member of the National Science Honor Society, Pre-Med Society, Sport Without Serving, and Internet Club. She is also the activities director of the Elmwood Football Club. Claire lettered in soccer after 3 years with our sport and girls soccer team, and she continues playing for the Eclipse Soccer Club. Is a swim instructor at the Katy YMCA and volunteers at the Katy ISD Outdoor Learning Center. In the fall, Claire plans to begin her biology major at either the University of Arkansas or the University of Texas at Austin. Congratulations, Claire Cagle. Finalist Michelle Slocum. Michelle is the daughter of Clementine and Peter Slocum, and her dad is escorting her on the field. Michelle is one of Seven Lakes' outstanding scholar athletes and is a 4-year member of the sport basketball and track program. She is involved in aiding the Caribbean Together, PALS, Best Buddies, and is the athletic representative on the Principal's Leadership Council. Michelle has participated in mission trips with Grand Lakes Presbyterian Church and attended a conference to help stop women trafficking. She would like to be an orthopedics doctor and plans to major in biology at either Rice, Southwestern, or Abilene Christian University. Congratulations, Michelle Slocum. Finalist Cameron Peden. Cameron is the daughter of Tammy and Terry Peden and is being supported on the field by her father. Cameron is the senior class treasurer, a position she has been elected to each of her 4 years at Seven Lakes. She is a junior varsity cheerleader and continues to promote sport and spirit. Cameron is a member of the National Honor Society, Future Business Leaders of America, Students for Africa, Senior Women, and Ultimate Frisbee. She's also a member of Sugarland Church of Christ and is active in Jack and Jill of America. Cameron will begin studies on a pre-law track in business or psychology next year and is considering Spelman College and Baylor University. Congratulations, Cameron Phoenix. Finalist Laura Andrea Pinzon. Laura is the daughter of Gloria Pinzon, and her father is escorting her across the field. Laura is no stranger to the football field at halftime. She can be seen every week as a member of our fabulous Seven Lakes Sapphires. She's also a member of the National Honor Society and Sport Without Serving. She has been a co-club leader for junior ladies and this year for senior women. and she has been recognized as a National Hispanic Scholar. Her activities outside of school include St. Faustino Youth Ministry, Epiphany Youth Ministry, and Laura is a member of Steadfast and is an assistant teacher in Kumon Mandarin Reading. She will major in industrial engineering with a minor in business next year and has been accepted to attend Texas A&M University. Congratulations, Laura Pinzon. Finalist Madeline Smith. Madeline is the daughter of Sue and Red Smith and is escorted by her father. Madeline is a 4-year member of the Spartan support group Best Buddies, working with some of our most special Spartans. She has expanded her commitment to helping others this year as a member of PAL, working with elementary and junior high school students. Madeline is also active with Spartans Out Serving and is a member of the Interact Club, National Honor Society, the French Honor Society, and Spartans for Christ. She is a co-founder of the Steadfast Bible Study and is active in the Epiphany Youth Ministry. Next year, Madeline plans to major in landscape architecture, attending either Clemson University or the University of Georgia. Congratulations, Madeline Smith. Finalist Sophia Marie Stinnett. Sophia is the daughter of Felicia and Todd Stinnett. She is escorted across the field tonight by her dad. Sophia is a member of the Studio 7 Theater Company and Thespian Troupe 7014 and is a member of the Championship 7 Lakes Comedy Sports Team. She is a national thespian qualifier and her enthusiasm and spirit also draws her as a member of Spartan Crazy. She is the events editor of 7 Lakes Yearbook staff and is also the SLHS Sports Edition editor-contributor for Fight magazine. Sophia would like to major in communication on her way to becoming an on-air television personality, and she has been accepted to Texas Tech and Texas State and is still considering Baylor, UT Austin, and Texas A&M University for next fall. Congratulations, Sophia Stinnett. Finalist, Kalani Titley. Kalani is the daughter of Tempa and Michael Titley, and her father is escorting her across the field. Kalani is a 4-year varsity letterman and starter for the Spartan volleyball team, and she serves as a team captain this year. She was an all-district honor mention hit her freshman year and hopes to lead her team to a great season as a senior. Kalani is also a member of the Future Business Leaders of America and the 7 Lakes FFA chapter. She volunteers helping animals at ASPCA. After graduation, Kalani would like to pursue a career in architecture and commercial design, and she is considering Eastern Kentucky University and the University of Chicago. Congratulations, Kalani Titley. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the 50-yard line on the home sideline as we introduce 2 VIPs to continue tonight's tradition. Presenting a bouquet of roses to the Queen is 7 Lakes High School Principal, Mr. Ted Bierling, and crowning the Queen tonight is last year's homecoming Queen, Miss Macy Medford. Macy is now a freshman at Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee, majoring in musical theater, and we thank her for being a part of tonight's festivities.
Alright, you're gonna sit down there with Alice by yourself?
The votes have been tabulated and certified, and we are now pleased to announce the 2015 7 Lakes High School Homecoming Queen is Sophia Stinnett. Congratulations, Sophia and Pablo, and to all of our homecoming court members. Special thanks for all the hard work and planning of this year's homecoming events, including the spectacular parade and pep rally on Monday and the dance Saturday night, the student housing sponsor, Mrs. Kirsten Hampshire. We also thank BMW of West Houston, See What Develops Photography, and the Katy Cakewalk Company for their generous sponsorships of homecoming events. And now, Spartan fans, jump to your feet as your Spartan band leads us in our Spartan fight song. The 7 Lakes Sapphires are under the direction of Whitney Davies. The 7 Lakes High School Band is directed by Dave Archer.
Halftime here, presented by Panera Bread at Rhodes Stadium. Patrick Creighton, Derek Jones with you. 17-14. Taylor Mustangs lead the Seven Lakes Spartans. Seven Lakes just crowned their homecoming king. And then more people cheered for their fight song than did for my entire university fight song. Every single year I was there.
Yeah, it's exciting to see all these young people out here. Actually on a school night, but it's good to see everybody making it out here and enjoying the game, enjoying homecoming. Homecoming is always an exciting time for everybody.
So as the teams start to make their way back onto the field here at halftime, there's some gigantic bug sitting on our window here that looks like if it was bigger, it would eat me.
Yeah, it looks like it definitely wants to be a part of this telecast.
It has evil intentions. That glass is not breakable. You cannot get through. So there. I need one of those Bluetooth remote control operations that I can control the bug and make it attack people and just watch what happens. It'd be hilarious. The Mustangs have come back onto the field on the far side of the sideline. And here come the Spartans. I still think it's interesting that they're the Spartans, but they wear orange and blue. They have the big S. They wear orange and blue. I could think of a team that wears a big S and wears orange and blue, but they're not called the Spartans. They're called the Orange.
Yeah, I won't get into that. I'll have a lot of tweets and emails if I say anything.
So it's 17-14 Mustangs. Derek, let's take a peek around some of the scores around town tonight.
All right, now you have Cy-Fair and Cypress Ridge 3-3 in the third quarter, just now kicking off the third quarter. Klein Collins is up with Decaney right now, 21-7 at the half. South Houston is losing to Manville, 56-0. About 20 seconds to go in the second quarter.
That's a close game.
Yeah, that's a nail biter. You have Reagan and Milby tied up at 0. Hightower is 1. They beat Elsick earlier, and I think that winds it up.
That's our schedule for tonight.
I keep forgetting it's Thursday night. It feels like a Friday, but it's only Thursday.
Thursday night lights have television cameras. Apparently. So I learned. Fortunately, I'm not on television.
Right.
Cyrus, is Mr. B up there?
I'm excited to see what's going to take place in the second half. I mean, this has been an extended halftime, say the least, with the homecoming activities and festivities going on. Want to make sure all these guys are warmed up and ready to go. Taylor had momentum going in at the half. Interested to see what Seven Lakes can do to try to get back in this ball game.
Spartans will kick off to begin the third quarter. Small steps into one, line drive, end over end kick fielded at the 4 by Yor. He'll run to the far side of the field. He's got the 20. He's got a wall. Across the 30 to the 40 and run out of bounds in midfield. Terrific return by Yor. And the Mustangs will start the second half by midfield, except we've got Laundry at the 19. That's a hold on the Mustangs and a great return. It's about to get wiped out.
Yeah, that would definitely have been a big momentum booster going into the third quarter. But looks like the Laundry will bring all that back and pin them deep in their own territory.
So what would have been 1st and 10 at midfield becomes 1st and 10 from their own 10 to start the third quarter. It's a 40-yard swing because of the penalty. Ball is on the far hash, moving left to right. Perkins in the gun, 3 receivers right. Takes the snap, quick throw to the right to Beek. He's got the 10. He bangs off a few defenders, stiff arms another across the 15, about the 17-yard line. That's 7 very hard-fought yards for Ian Beek on that screen.
Yeah, nice tackle by a host of Spartans. Justin Dittman was one of the participants in that, big number 53. That was a nice flare route out to the tailback. And Beak runs hard as a sophomore. That young man is having himself a nice sophomore campaign up on the varsity level.
2nd down and 3 from the 17.
Number 24, Ian Beak, the ball player. 7-yard gain.
We're just about 1 minute in to the 3rd quarter, and we've already got a timeout. That's just a waste of a timeout to me, Jared. How do you call timeout 50 seconds into the 3rd quarter?
Well, you're just starting the 3rd quarter, and it's kind of peculiar to have a timeout, right off the bat. I mean, it had to be something that the coach wanted to relay to the guys. I guess that he didn't get it in halftime. But I see a referee over there as well. It may be something that he had an issue with, with the ref to want to make sure he discussed that before they got too far into it. But, it definitely gives opportunity for both teams to, I guess, kind of talk about their first play or so and get ready to come back out.
We were just talking about the halftime and how it was the longest halftime in the history of Texas high school football. Whatever you needed to say, you had enough time.
Yeah, you would have thought that would have been covered and then some.
Ball on the near hash, moving left to right. 2 receivers to the left. Perkins is in the gun. Takes a snap. Gives to Beak. Left side, through a hole. He's got the 1st down and more. Hurdles a defender to the 33-yard line. Terrific run, Ian Beak, with authority.
Tackle by Tyler Gaspard. That's a big run from Beak. Beak is an exciting young man. I know Taylor's excited to have him. He's a sophomore, and ever since he got back in the backfield, Taylor's running game has definitely improved, over the season.
10:45 to go, 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 34. 2 receivers to the right. Gives for Beak, left side. Tries to sidestep 1 tackler, but 4 more are waiting for him. And he's going to be taken down for a loss. Say lost a yard on that play.
Tackle by big Kevin Johnson and also Justin Dittman on the tackle.
1 yard loss on the play.
2nd and 11 from the 33. Ball close to the far hash. 2 receivers left. Perkins in the gun. Beak is deep. He'll throw. Here comes the pressure. Steps up to avoid the rush. Now we'll tuck it down. He'll get up to about the 39 before he's wrestled to the ground. Picked up 6 on the play. The 3rd down and a long 4 as the ball is just shy of the 40-yard line on the far hash.
Another tackle by Dittman at the linebacker position. You're getting good pressure off the edges for Seven Lakes right now. They are forcing the quarterback to step up, but there's a nice step up and get a nice gain on that play, setting up a short 3rd down.
2 receivers right. Perkins barks his signal, takes a snap, quick throw, hit Beak in the back of the helmet.
Yeah, Perkins was actually looking for the hot route. Seven Lakes once again had nice pressure coming from the outside. He wanted to release the ball early, but his young tailback wasn't looking for the ball actually on that play.
4th down will bring out the punting unit.
4th and 4 for the Mustangs.
Now, Yor is usually the punter, but that looks like Perkins lined up in the punting position. Now we've got a timeout by the Spartans. Perkins was lined up as the punter. They must have smelled fake.
Yeah, I think they may have saw something awry, and they didn't even have a punt returner. Brian Moore wasn't back at the return, so I think Seven Lakes was definitely looking for some kind of trickeration on that play.
Now 9:17 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs lead 17-14 over the Spartans. Tune in to Fox Sports Southwest tomorrow night from 11 to midnight for the Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive. Join Howard Chen, John Lopez, Courtney Rowland, and Courtney Madden as they'll take you around the city for all the week's football action. The Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive from 11 to midnight tomorrow on Fox Sports Southwest.
Chick-fil-A Cinco Ranch Road believes in supporting community and families. This fall
It's actually a good timeout from Seven Lakes to make sure that everything is right. Last thing you want to do is give up any kind of fake punt on this. You want to try to keep Taylor honest. You want them to actually kick the ball back to you so you can get your offense back on the field and try to establish an offensive rhythm. Right now you're still trailing by 3 and you'd like to get that ball back. So it's a good timeout. You want to be, you'd rather be safe than sorry, but on the other hand, you also want to have that timeout in your back pocket as well. So you didn't want to use that now, but if you don't use it now, you may not be able to use it later.
So this time Moore comes out deep. Mustangs lined up in the punt. A couple of wide gunners set out wide. High snap, gets the punt away. Out of bounds. Let's see where they marked the ball drifted out. Officials coming forward now, north of the 30. And they'll mark the ball at the 31-yard line. So that's where the Spartans will get their first drive of the second half. Trailing by 3, 17-14. 9 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
I look for Seven Lakes to get back to what they were doing when they first started this game. Put Cam Thomas underneath the center, line up in the I formation, a twin set to the left-hand side, and just run the ball again.
2 receivers left, I set. Give is up the middle. That's Sturgis powering his way to the 35 to 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6.
Brandon Dunn on the tackle.
Quickly back to the line, back to Sturgis, right side, stiff arms a defender, steps across the 40, stiff arms another defender across midfield, and down to the Mustang 45-yard line. Sturgis just stiff-arming defenders.
Yeah, another nice run, bouncing out to the left-hand side for Sturgis, tackled by Dunn once again. And it appears that Seven Lakes is running the up-tempo, trying to get Taylor off guard.
Back into the I set. Moore is now the deep tailback. He'll take the pitch. Tries to go up the middle, and he is dropped for a loss. He had nowhere to go. He'll lose a yard on that play. It'll be 2nd down, 11.
And nice play by Kel Johnson filling up. Taylor's bringing in another man in the box to have an extra defender, basically taking their safety, bringing them up closer to the line to try to stop that penetration, to get more penetration.
2 receivers to the left, Thomas in the gun. He'll give it to Moore. Moore spins out of a tackle across the 40, gets to the near sideline, inside the 30, inside the 20, and out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
That's a nice play by Brian Moore, taking the ball to the right-hand side. They tried to run a little toss to the right-hand side, and he bounced it back to the left. And that was a nice run, nice pickup from Mr. Moore.
A lot of speed shown by Moore on that play. 1st and 10 from the Mustang 13, 7:56 to go third quarter. 17-14, Spartans trailing. Thomas in the gun, 2 receivers left. Takes a snap, flag flies, and it'll be a false start on the Spartans.
It's always tough out at the wide receiver. I mean, you're furthest away from the ball. But a rule of thumb for all the young kids that are listening, just always pay attention to the football. If you watch the football, that'll tell you when you need to go. You don't have to worry about the snap count, especially when you're in a loud environment. Always watch the football, and that'll be your key.
So 1st and 15 from the 18-yard line. I set, 2 receivers left. Thomas keeping himself around the right side. He's got the edge, 10, 5, and out of bounds at about the 3.
Yeah, I want to say that's a nice play, but that actually was a busted play. It looked like there was some confusion from the center quarterback exchange and the running back, and Cam made a great play out of it by taking to the right-hand side for a first down, or close to a first down for Seven Lakes. Nice play.
They'll say he went out of bounds at the 5, 2nd and 2. Give is up the middle, hitting the backfield, and driven backwards. is Sturgis.
Nice penetration from Taylor.
They'll mark him back to the 7-yard line, to 2-yard loss. So 3rd down and 4. They need the 3-yard line for a first down.
Off the 2 on the play, brings up 3rd and 4 for Spartans.
This is a big play for Seven Lakes. They want to make sure that everything is sound. You don't want to turn over here. You want to at least get some points out of this possession.
Thomas in the gun. Mustangs show blitz. Here it comes. Throws the screen. Open sideline. Diving for the pylon. Doesn't have it. Where will they mark him? They'll mark him very close to the first down marker.
Number 30, Andy Garcia.
That was Garcia on the reception.
It's going to be very, very close. They may bring the chains out on that.
Stuck the ball out, dove for the pylon. Did not get a favorable spot.
That's clearly a first down.
Yeah, this is a big play early in the 3rd quarter.
Ball is marked right on the 3, just inside the 3-yard line. This will be very close. They have it by the nose of the ball. 1st and goal for the Spartans.
That's once again, that's a big play for Seven Lakes to get that first down. I mean, of course, they had the opportunity to kick the field goal, but you're this deep. You don't know if you're going to get this deep anytime soon. You want to make sure you have an opportunity to put 6 on the board.
I said Sturgis is the deep. Takes the pitch, right side, runs through a defender and into the end zone for the touchdown. Sturgis just bulldozed one defender and ran through another.
That's a heck of a run by Sturgis off to the right-hand side. Super sophomore out there running hard. I mean, I know he's a little banged up, but that young man is running hard. He's always done that since I've known that young man. All the way back in KYF youth football. He's been run the same way now as he did then.
Snap, set, kick by Smalls is up and good. Brock Sturgis' 3rd touchdown of the night. Spartans take a 21-17 lead with 6:51 to go, 3rd quarter. This is Texas 6A High School football on Texan Live. The Spartans begin the 3rd quarter, moving the ball well, much as they did to start the game with their first drive. Sturgis' 3rd touchdown of the night. He now has 23 carries for 157 yards. Spartans take a 21-17 lead. Fans, Texan Live is your home for Houston High School sports. We have you covered with 5 games across the network tomorrow night. In a rivalry game with the Rig, Pearland faces off against Dawson. Summer Creek takes on Kingwood. Morton Ranch and Cinco Ranch square off. Porter welcomes Barbers Hill into Texan Drive Stadium, and Kingwood Park is on the road at Crosby. All that at Texan Live, your home for Houston High School sports. Don't forget to follow Texan Live on Twitter at Texan_Live. Patrick Creighton, Derek Jones with you here at Rhodes Stadium. So, Coach, does this kind of get a little swagger back for the Spartans?
I would think so. I mean, that was a big drive to come out after the half, to come back out and get some kind of momentum going. Taylor had it going into the locker room, and first thing you want to do is come out and drive and establish yourself. I really was impressed with the fact that Cam Thomas and the offensive coordinator decided to get back underneath the center again, come back out and do what was successful for you early, I think when they got away from that and started getting to the pistol formation, kind of took away some of the aggressiveness from them. So it's good to see them get back into what they were doing early, and now we're in for a heck of a finish, it seems.
Smalls lines it up just about middle of the field on the 40. Pops up a short kick. Caught in the 18 and dropped. They'll run back the other direction. He got running the wrong way, and he's swarmed by orange jerseys. You want to talk about making a bad decision worse. It's bad enough you don't hang on to the football, but then you run backwards and get tackled for a bigger loss. The Mustangs will wind up inside their own 15-yard line as a result.
Yeah, field position is always a premium. You definitely don't want to put yourself deep, but not after a touchdown from Seven Lakes. Now you're starting deep in the hole. Very important drive for Taylor.
1st and 10 from their own 14, 6:42 to go, third quarter, 21-17 Spartans. Perkins in the gun, give for Beak, up the middle. Bursts through across the 20 to about the 22-yard line.
Big Brody Williams on the tackle. That's actually a nice play starting off for Taylor. Coming out, getting the young man Beak out, making it a short yardage situation for Taylor.
8-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 2.
8-yard gain on the play, but it's going to be 2nd and 2.
Two receivers wide left. Perkins takes a snap, looks to throw right side. It's complete, first down. Across the 25 for the 28-yard line.
Nice little out route, quick out route to the wide receiver. Brian Sturgis on the tackle. That gives Taylor a first down. That's a nice play called by Coach Trey Herman.
So move the sticks, first down and 10 from their own 28. Ball on the far hash. Two receivers right. Perkins takes a snap, give up the middle is Beak, and he is met at the line, stacked up and driven backwards. Big hit.
Big Elliott Leggy on that tackle. Nice play from your linebacker. Your linebacker is filling the hole and actually tackle Beak back behind the line of scrimmage.
He was able to square Beak up. 2nd down and 11. 1-yard loss on the play. Two receivers to the right. Perkins barks the signal. Spartans come with the blitz. Throws, left side, incomplete. Intended for Quebec. That time, Perkins had to throw the ball a little earlier than he wanted to as pressure came.
Yeah, Seven Lakes is definitely getting pressure from the outside, and they're actually getting pressure from the inside. They're hitting the A and the B gaps. That's right by the center on either side. Definitely getting some pressure. Made the Perkins throw the ball a little bit sooner than he wanted to. And they were actually running a 15-yard out, which takes a little bit more time, so that's why it was thrown faster than it needed to be.
3rd down and 11. Trips right. Quick screen, right side, taken down to the 30-yard line hard was B. Tried to run the screen. That is a classic low tackle, open field hit.
Another big hit by Elliott, number 25, coming up from the linebacker safety position. Nice job.
Mustangs will bring out the punting. Moore on his own 38 to receive. Perkins gets off a high wobbler. It bounces at the 30 and dies. Mustangs will down it right on the 30. That's where the Spartans will take over. 1st and 10. They'll mark the ball at the 31-yard line, so a little bit of they get a 1-yard gift. 4:14 to go here in the third quarter. Spartans with 21-17 lead. under center. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself around the left side. Runs out of bounds at the 38. 7-yard pickup.
That's a nice quarterback keeper. I'm not sure if that's a miscommunication once again. Normally, if you're running a boot or a naked boot, you normally your offensive line is going the other way. So I'm not sure if that's a miscommunication on that play.
2nd and 3. Sturgis sidestepping a couple of would-be tacklers up to the 42. He's very close to the first down. Move the sticks. 4 minutes, clock winding. 1st and 10 at the 42 for the Spartans. They lead 21-17. Thomas in the gun. Give is for Sturgis up the middle. He gets to the 45. Hit and taken down by Brandon Dunn. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
It's a nice play by Dunn coming in to fill up the hole. You also had Keelan Winters coming up from the safety position.
I set. Sturgis wrapped up right at the line. That almost looked like a clothesline tackle.
They tried some type of delayed draw. I see Big Max Wright down there.
Sturgis the ball carrier.
Kind of plugging that lane up.
As big as some of those guys on the defensive and offensive line are, Max Wright kind of looks like a giant out there.
Yeah, he's a big kid. He's only a sophomore. So, Taylor, you're excited because you had that young man for 2 more years.
3rd and 7. Thomas rolling, now firing out of bounds and incomplete. Intended receiver was Arnold. We've got a player down at 40 for the Mustangs. So timeout on the field. 2:43 to go, 3rd quarter. Spartans will face a 4th and 6. They lead at 21-17. This is Texas 6A High School football on Texan Live.
Come enjoy the heart of Katy, Texas, one of the most delightful cities in the Lone Star State. The best part? It's a short drive from Houston and minutes from the Energy Corridor. With places to stay and places to play, anything you'd like to eat, and an old town charm that can't be beat. Activities and fun for the entire family. Enjoy the best of both worlds in the City of Champions, Katy, Texas. For more information, go to cityofkaty.com.
Welcome back to Road Stadium, Katy, Texas. Patrick Creighton, Derek Jones with you here on Texan Live. Seven Lakes Spartans with a 21-17 lead over the Katy Taylor Mustangs. 2:43 to go in the 3rd quarter. Spartans will face a 4th and 6. Teams get ready to come back out onto the field after the injury timeout. Smalls on to punt.
Also the play brings up 4th and 6 for the Spartans.
Yor and Stokes are deep for the Mustangs. And as the ball is snapped, we've got flags, and looks like the Spartans get called for procedure.
Sometimes that's not a bad thing if you have a really good punter who can boom it. It gives him a little bit more room to try to angle his punt.
So move the ball back to the 40. Takes a snap, gets off a high spiraling punt, Fair catch called for at the 27-yard line. A couple of Mustangs crash into each other inadvertently. That's where the Mustangs will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 27, ball on the near hash. 2:34 remaining in the third quarter. They trail by 4, 21-17.
Another big possession for Taylor. You want to come out and establish Beak, I think, in the backfield. Try to hit some quick routes if you can, but you definitely want to keep your defense off the field. They've been on the field a little bit longer in this second half.
Ball on the near hash, 2 receivers right. Quick screen to Vale. Vale now looking to throw. He's looking for Beak, and incomplete. That ball was nearly intercepted as the throw was very short, and there's a flag on the field about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, anytime you run a play like that,
we call for an ineligible receiver downfield.
Yeah.
That play took a long time to develop. Vale that time did not have as much time to throw as he did the last time they ran that play. He threw that ball on the run, and you could see it made it harder for him to get as much on the ball.
Yeah, it was a similar play that they ran earlier. This time Seven Lakes stayed at home. They were looking for that play, and he didn't have the time he needed to throw it. Of course, it took a lot longer, and it caused the man to be downfield a whole lot sooner than he wanted to be.
5-yard penalty pushes the ball back to the 22, 1st and 15. 3 receivers right. Deep throw over the middle, and it is incomplete. Yor was the intended receiver. 2nd and 15.
It's a nice effort from Yor. He fully extended to try to reach that ball. It's a good effort from that young man. Just missed it just a little bit too far.
Trying to take a shot deep right off the penalty.
Yeah, you always try to outflank your opponent, so you're trying to catch them off guard. I mean, you just had a penalty. Try to hit them deep. Just a little bit too far.
2 receivers to the right. Perkins in the gun. He'll throw. Here comes pressure. Fires over the middle, incomplete. Had a little extra sauce on that one.
Yeah, it appears Seven Lakes, the defensive front, they figured out the blocking schemes of Taylor's front line. You're starting to get a lot more penetration. You're starting to see a lot more stunts, a lot more tackle nose, TNT stunts, what we call it, tackle nose stunts. They're getting a lot of pressure on Perkins. It's making him release the ball a whole lot sooner, and maybe that caused the heat on the ball because he knew pressure was coming a lot faster than it has been.
3rd down and 15. Ball's on the near hash, moving left to right. Mustangs hurry to the line. 3 seconds to snap the clock. 2-1. They just get it off. Perkins fires over the middle, complete. Very close to a 1st down is Yor.
Tackles made by Caleb Cole, but that could have easily been a penalty for Taylor. I mean, you have your end and your tight end wrestling between each other. That he could have easily been called a holding on the offensive side.
Looks like Yor's going to be about a half-yard short. I don't think they need to measure this one. Where the spot is, it looks like it's short.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
4th and 1 from the 36. They're going to bring out a measurement team here anyway. They needed the 37, and the ball looks like it's right on the 36-yard line. They're just about a yard short. See if the Mustangs will go for it here. The Spartans have shown they will go for this every time.
And they've executed it very well, Seven Lakes has. But for Taylor, once again, this is close to your own end. I mean, you want to just punt this ball, make it a field possession game. You don't want to try to risk it now and give Seven Lakes a short field to try to score. Kick it away and live to fight another day for your defense.
Punting unit comes on. Kellen Winters now on to punt. More deep at his own 33 to receive. More whistles. The clock is rolling. Conversation here between Coach Wilson of the Spartans and the officials. Spartans get called for having 12 men on the field. Well, there's a free first down.
Yeah, you always have three phases, of course, in every game, as all you sports fans know. Defense, offense, and your special teams. Special teams can hurt you just as much as any of the other two phases. That's a big first down for Taylor to keep the ball on the field.
My high school coaches say we've got offense, defense, and dang it. We always mess up on our special teams. First and 10, Bulls on their own 42. Two receivers to the left. Perkins takes a snap, gives to Beek. Left side looking for room, sidesteps a defender. Gets to about the 44 before he's driven back. 2-yard pickup. He's second down and 8.
Big linebacker Cam Valentine on the tackle with a host of his Seven Lake buddies.
Ball on the far hash, the 45, second and 7. Mustangs hurry to the line. Two receivers right. Perkins in the gun, takes a snap. Here comes pressure, fires right side. Intercepted! Intercepted, going down the near sideline. Breaks a tackle inside the 10. Caleb Cole. Coach, that ball was overthrown, and it was like a gift to Cole.
Yeah, that was a big play by Caleb Cole. The ball's thrown a little bit too high, as you said. But as a defensive back, you have to make the catch. A lot of times the reason you play defense is because you can't catch. So that's a heck of a play from Caleb Cole to make that catch. But not only make the catch, but he had a nice run afterwards to set up his Seven Lakes Spartans offense deep in Taylor territory.
When you're a free safety playing center field, that's your dream right there. Throw me the high one.
Yeah, you couldn't dream that any better than that. Nice play from that young man to make that catch and to make a heck of a return. Once again, it puts Taylor's defense in a binding position right now. Seven Lakes deep in red zone.
First and goal from the 9. And we've got whistles. This is probably going to be against the Spartans. Someone jumped. So before they get a playoff, they move backwards 5 yards.
Yeah, that's the one thing. It seems like all night Seven Lakes has kind of been shooting themselves in the foot. Mental mistakes will always in most cases get you beat. You want to make sure you limit those mistakes. It's very key.
Thomas in the gun. Keeps it himself up the middle. Down to about the 12, 2-yard pickup.
Tackle by Kel Johnson.
Two receivers to the left. 27 seconds ticking, third quarter. Thompson in the gun, takes a snap. Keeps it himself again up the middle. He's down to about the 8-yard line. And that's probably how the third quarter is going to end. Third down and goal from the 8. After 3. Spartans 21. Mustangs 17. It's Texas 6A High School football on Texan Live.
Register online at CESperformance.com for your sports performance program. CESperformance.com has multi-month memberships and team training. CESperformance.com has baseline performance testing included with every athletic development program. Schedule your athletic evaluation at cesperformance.com. There's no cost or commitment. Be prolific at cesperformance.com.
Folks, tune in to Fox Sports Southwest tomorrow night from 11 to midnight for the Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show. It's presented by Texan Drive. Join Howard Chen, John Lopez, Courtney Rowland, and Courtney Madden as they'll take you around the city with all the week's football action. The Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive from 11 to midnight tomorrow on Fox Sports Southwest. About to begin fourth quarter here from Rhodes Stadium in Katy. Seven Lakes Spartans with a 21-17 lead over the Taylor Mustangs. Spartans will have the ball 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Now moving left to right.
Yeah, this will be, once this comes back in, this will be a big play for both teams. Once again, Taylor wants to make sure they limit this to nothing more than a field goal to give you an opportunity to score a touchdown, tie the game up. You don't want to give a touchdown up here, then that put Seven Lakes up by 11. You don't want that. You want to do the best you can to try to hold them out and give yourself a chance. That defense has been on the field a lot longer in the second half already.
Cameron Thomas leads his unit back out onto the field. Ball's on the far hash. Moore has one-on-one coverage wide to the right. He's on an island out there. Thomas in the gun, takes a snap. Rolls right, looking Moore's direction, now throws back over the middle, incomplete. Tried to throw it across his body. Well shy of his intended target. Garcia, and now 4th down, and Smalls will come on for the field goal attempt.
Yeah, it's tough when you have a quarterback trying to roll the ball out to the right-hand side. You're trying to throw back to the left, and it actually looked like he tried to guide the ball to him instead of kind of get his feet up on him a little bit more and toss it to him.
This will be a 25-yard attempt from the far hash for Seth Smalls. Spartans still having trouble trying to figure out who is supposed to be on the field and who is not on the field. And they'll have to take a timeout. Again, on special teams, not knowing who's supposed to be on the field. At least this time they take the timeout instead of get the penalty, but now burn 2 timeouts in the second half with 6 seconds into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, not something that you want to have happen, because as the game progresses, you may need that timeout. In most cases, when the game is tight like it is, you will need that timeout. So it's something you want to try to address and try to show up. I'm sure after this game, they're going to definitely talk about that and try to figure out a better method of getting everybody on the same page out there.
Spartans will head back out onto the field. This is a 25-yard attempt from the far hash for Seth Smalls. Brian Sturgis to hold. Snap, set, kick is up. And it is good. 11:50 to go, fourth quarter. Spartans extend the lead to 7, 24-17. This is Texas 6A High School football on Texan Live.
Big Star Ford, Houston's fastest growing Ford dealer. Why? Huge discounts, most for your trade. Explorers, $6,000 off. Fusion, $7,000 off. F-150, $12,000 off. F-250, $15,000 off. And now every car, truck, and SUV has 0% interest for 72 months. 0% for 72 months. Don't walk, run. These deals end soon. Big Star Ford, big city discounts, small town dealing.
25-yard field goal by Seth Smalls extends the lead for the Spartans to 7, 24-17. We're 10 seconds into the fourth quarter. Patrick Creighton, Derek Jones with you here on Texan live from Road Stadium in Katy, Texas.
I want to consider that a win for Taylor. That's exactly what they needed to have happen. To have Seven Lakes just kick a field goal, it still gives them the opportunity to get this ball back, drive down the field, score a touchdown, and tie this game up.
Yoren Winters deep for the Mustangs. High end over end kick will be fielded by Winters at the 5. Across the 10, 15 to the 20. Piled up on at about the 23-yard line. So the Mustangs will take over. They're down a touchdown. 11:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. Every time we've looked at this game and thought things were going one way for one team or another, something has happened and the other team has gotten itself back on track. So can the Mustangs get themselves back on track, down 7? 2 receivers each side. Perkins in the gun, takes a snap, high snap. It was Beek trying to direct snap it. It was a high snap. It bounced off his shoulder and going to be taken down at the 16-yard line. But an 8-yard loss.
That's a big loss for Taylor. They came out in a wildcat formation, had the tailback back to receive the ball. It's always tough for the center because the quarterback is a little bit taller than that running back, and so it's a cadence. You get used to having a certain height every time you snap that ball. And it kind of looked like that was a little bit high, but if Perkins was in, maybe that's a good snap.
Perkins takes a snap. He's got Vale across the 20 to the 25, the 26-yard line before he's taken down. So they'll get back about 10 on the next play. It'll be 3rd down and 8 from the 27.
That's a nice pursuit from Kevin Johnson, number 20. Seven Lakes D-line, I'm really impressed with those guys. Those guys are running around. They're flying around all night long tonight.
3 receivers wide right. Perkins in the gun. Looks to throw, steps up to avoid pressure, fires right. It's complete. He's got the first down and more. Across the 40 and out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
That's a nice play from Perkins. You had good pass rush from the outside. Perkins stepped up in the middle and delivered a nice pass out to the right-hand side for a first down for Taylor. They needed that play to get them going.
Jacob Yor with the reception, 1st and 10 from the 45. Ball on the far hash, 10:22 to go. Fourth quarter, we've got whistles before the play. Another timeout. This time charged to the Mustangs. So each team has burned 2 timeouts already. We've got 10:22 to go in the fourth quarter. 24-17 Spartans. This is Texas 6A High School football on Texan Live.
Hey fans, this is Marvin Driver with Texan Drive team. Need a car, sedan, truck, van, SUV? Come to the dealership where we treat you better.
I'm Brian Bohannon with the Texan Drive team. If you want to get your preferred pricing, make sure you come see us.
This is Tom Huberty at TexanDrive.com. Please come see me for all your vehicle needs. I can sell GMC, Buick, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, any pre-owned vehicle of your choice.
And I'm Nate Shaw. Make sure when you come in, ask for your Texan Drive team. Best deals, best prices every day.
TexanDrive.com, we treat you better.
10:22 to go in this contest. Patrick Creighton, Derek Jones with you, live from Road Stadium in Katy, Texas. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs from their own 45. Ball on the far hash, 2 receivers left. Perkins, pitch back to Beek. Beek gets forward for about 2 yards and he's gang tackled. Not a lot of room. Brody Williams in on the stop.
It's a nice pursuit by big number 75 on that play. Had a couple guys trying to block him. He used a good swat and swim fighting through that and made a nice tackle.
Again, the officials do the Mustangs no favors with the spot. They'll give them 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9, 2 receivers right. Perkins takes the snap, under pressure, spins away, now looks to fire, gets drilled as he throws, and the ball goes out of bounds. He got hit hard on that sideline.
That's a big hit by Elliott Leger. Linebacker coming up, that was a big hit.
Burgess' pass falls incomplete, sends number 6, Gore.
Be 3rd down and 9 on their own 46.
Olsen 3rd and 9 for Mustang.
3 receivers wide to the right. Kubeka wide left, one-on-one. Perkins takes a snap, steps up, hit, and down he goes at the 44.
Big Brody Williams is down there on the tackle. Big Afani Koyo as well. He's come in and put some nice pressure. It actually was a false start on the wide receiver down closest to us, but the referee didn't see it.
That's great Kubeka. And on 4th down and 11, Kellen Winters will come out to punt. Moore standing on his own 25 to await the kick. Winters runs right to try to angle the punt. Takes a Mustang bounce from the 20 and then rolls out of bounds inside the 10. So nice roll as Winters able to run to the right side, angle his punt, gets a terrific, favorable roll. And that'll pin the Spartans deep. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line. 8:47 to go, 4th quarter. Spartans lead by 7, 24-17.
It's a nice rugby-style kick. Definitely is effective.
Brock Sturgis back in the game for the Spartans. 2 receivers left. Sturgis takes the handoff up the middle, across the 10. Gets tackled in a double team about the 14-yard line. 5-yard gain.
Nice tackle by Brandon Dunn coming up from your safety position.
Thomas under center. 2nd and 5. Pitch back to Sturgis, loses his footing. No gain on the play. He tried to cut back, feet just went out from under him.
Yeah, it's nice. Actually, nice penetration from Taylor. They're getting a bunch of guys through the A and B gaps.
It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 14. 3 receivers left. Thomas in the gun, takes a snap, rolling left. Here comes pressure. Throws left, complete. See where he's marked as he went out of bounds, close to the 1st down marker. Thought he might be a little short, but let's see where they mark him.
Yeah, he appeared to be short. That's a nice rollout to the left-hand side, but once again, that A-gap pressure caused him to throw it a lot sooner than he wanted to.
4th and a yard from their own 18, and the offense will not stay on the field this time. They thought about it because Thomas ran back to the huddle. But then the punting unit came on.
Yeah, that's a very wise decision. You don't want to give them the ball.
They only have 3 seconds to snap this ball. They better hurry up. 2 seconds. 1, they just get it off. Low snap on the ground. And the Mustangs say they have it. That wasn't anything close to a good snap. He basically rolled the ball to the punter, to Smalls. Smalls never really got a handle on it. And the Mustangs dive on top of it. They'll have 1st and goal from the 7.
See, that's all caused. It's all predicated from the delay. You had your offensive unit still on the field, and they were trying to persuade the coach to go for it. So you're running clock. The clock is running. By the time they come off the field, your punt team is running out there late. Now they're trying to rush. You have 1 timeout. You don't want to use it in that situation, but in that situation, you use that timeout because the last thing you want to do is put your team in a situation like that.
If you hadn't burned 2 timeouts early, you probably don't even think about it. You automatically call a timeout there.
Yes.
3 receivers to the right. Perkins in the gun, throws it to your left side. He's stacked up right away. Terrific tackling as the Spartans just swarm to York.
Nice tackle by Dylan Love. Once again, this defense is going to have to come up big. They've been put in a compromising position. It appears like that's happened a lot tonight. This defense is going to have to step up and keep Taylor out of the end zone, and Taylor's going to have to definitely capitalize on the gift they were just given.
2nd and goal from the 9. Moving right to left, ball on the near hash. 2 receivers right. Yor to the left. Now in motion, Yor goes to the right. Perkins looking to throw, under pressure. Throws to the end zone. And almost intercepted, incomplete.
Pass broken up by Alex Pratt. That's a nice play from the linebacker. He had really good coverage. Close to the pylon.
3rd down and goal from the 9. Yor and Farrell wide to the right. Kubeka wide to the left. Fires. Kubeka incomplete. Knocked away.
Once again, nice big play by Dylan Love from the Seven Lakes.
Now on 4th down, they'll bring out the kicking team.
That's a huge defensive stand from Seven Lakes.
Cordoba on to attempt a 26-yard kick from the near hash. Snap. It's a fake. Here's Vale throwing. End zone. Touchdown. They've gone to that play 3 times now where they've gotten Vale the ball and he throws it. That time it works again for a touchdown.
Yeah, when you normally run a field goal, you call that a fire situation when there's a mishandled snap in the backfield. But that actually was a designed rollout play. Vale made a nice pass. You had your tight end in the backside, drag all the way across the field. It's wide open in the back. Big play from Taylor.
2nd touchdown pass for Vale. Cordoba's extra point is up and good. And we have a tie game, 6:38 to go, 4th quarter. We're tied at 24. This is Texas 6A high school football on Texan Live. So, Coach, that's the 3rd time Brad Vale has taken the ball with the intentions of throwing it. 2nd time, it's led to 6.
Yeah, as we were talking on the break, that's the perfect time to run it. Every time they've run it, it's been on an opportunity where the other team has made a big play, they've made a big stop, and you kind of let your guard down. That's exactly when you want to run a trick play because everybody's not focused. Everybody's not in the right frame of mind at that point because you're already excited from making the stop. From keeping them from scoring a touchdown, and you have the tight end drag on the backside. Nobody's even paying attention to it. It catches you off guard. That's a nice play call from Herman. He's done that all night tonight.
Alec Arnold is deep for the Spartans. Said every time it seems like one team is going to take the upper hand, the other has come back.
And I wouldn't expect anything less. I mean, these 2 teams are battling for that 2nd spot, and I hate to just say Katy's going to take that 1st spot. You never assume that. But these two guys, these two teams, along with Cinco Ranch, they're fighting for that second and third position in this district, and it's neck and neck. I mean, this is what you expect. You expect it to come down the wire. You don't expect the one team to jump out and totally blow out another team. I mean, they're all close in nature. This is a battle. This is exactly what we expected.
Cordoba will line it up from the far hash at his own 40. Spartans have a lot of players north of the 20. Only Arnold is behind the 20. Short kick, fielded by Arnold at the 11, far hash. Skips past the defender, gets to the 20, to about the 25 where he's brought down, about the 26-yard line. That's where the Spartans will get it. 6:32 to go in this contest. We're tied at 24.
That's a smart play by the Spartans. Every time you, like I said, they just score a touchdown, and every time you get a situation like that, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't have been surprised if Taylor would have tried to kick an onside kick. I mean, you definitely try to use the momentum against the other team. So that was smart for Seven Lakes to be prepared for that. But this is a big situation right now. Taylor's just scored. They have the momentum. Seven Lakes needs to come out and sustain some type of a drive, or we may be looking at an extended period.
And with all the special teams miscues, now you kind of understand why Coach Wilson and the Spartans go for it on fourth down so much. Two receivers to the left. Thomas under center, I set. Hand off to Sturgis, up the middle. He breaks through in a big hole. Across the 50, it's a foot race. Inside the 30, 20, 10, 5. Diving for the pylon, is knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Oh, why did he slow down, Coach? Why did he slow down? Should have looked up at the board to see where the guy was.
That was a big play. He was looking back behind him. Just like you said, he should have saw that big jumbotron they have here in Rhodes and kind of used that as his guy. But that's a big play from Seven Lakes to answer the touchdown that Taylor just scored. This game is it's going to be a nice back and forth game all the way to the end.
First and goal from the 3. I set. Thomas under center. And looks like the Spartans were offsides. They are offsides. They called it. Well, they called it on 87, but I didn't see an 87. I'm pretty sure there's no 87 on their roster.
Yeah, that's the last thing you need to do right now. You just had a big play. You don't want to have miscues. Miscues all night have been a deter for Seven Lakes.
5-yard penalty will push him back to the 8. First and goal. I set. Up the middle. Sturgis bangs his way through into the end zone for the touchdown.
It's a nice run by Mr. Sturgis, bouncing up the middle.
8-yard touchdown run is Sturgis' 4th of the night. And the Spartans quickly retake the lead. Smalls come on for the extra point. Sturgis is over 200 yards on the evening and now 4 touchdowns.
It's a monster game from that young man.
Snap, set, kick is up and good. 6:14 to go, 4th quarter. Spartans take a 31-24 lead. This is Texas 6A high school football on Texan Live.
Register online at CESperformance.com for your sports performance program. CESperformance.com has multi-month memberships and team training. CESperformance.com has baseline performance testing included with every athletic development program. Schedule your athletic evaluation at cesperformance.com. There's no cost or commitment. Be prolific at cesperformance.com.
8-yard touchdown run by Brock Sturgis, his 4th of the night. How many yards does he have? Let's see. Carried the 2, about 242 yards.
That's a monster game from that young man. He's only a sophomore for all you Seven Lakes fans. There's a couple more years left of watching that young man. That's actually a nice drive from Seven Lakes to come back and answer Taylor. I'm excited to see what Taylor's going to do to respond to that touchdown from Seven Lakes.
Great thing about high school, nobody declares early.
This is exactly what you expect. 19-6A, the Katy district. It's exciting football.
Smalls to kick off, end over end. Fielded at the 11-yard line. 15 to the 20, ripped back and then slammed to the ground. Not a great return on a short kick.
Yeah, Drew Betron and a lot of his friends on the tackles. It sets Taylor deep in their own territory around the, 18, 19-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. Ball's on the near hash. 6:06 to go. Mustangs down a touchdown. 2 receivers left. Perkins in the gun. Looking to throw. Stepping up now, firing left side. It's complete. He's got Kubeka. That's a first down across the 35.
Perkins pass complete to number 8.
They'll spot him at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
That's a nice play from Taylor. Nice response coming back out. Gives them a first down, and they're already moving the ball against Seven Lakes.
Ball on the near hash, 2 receivers far right. Perkins will give it to Beek, and Beek was hit before he even got the handoff. There was nowhere to go for Beek. I mean, that almost wasn't even fair. He's lucky he just kept the ball.
You know, it appeared that they were trying to run some type of delayed draw to Beek, but it doesn't work when you're getting penetration. They say penetration kills. When you have your tackles and your ends coming off the edge on the fire type technique, it makes it very hard to run any kind of delay, any kind of play action, because you have too many defenders, way more defenders than you have to block.
3-yard loss, a 2nd and 13 from the 35. 5 minutes to go, clock rolling. 3 receivers to the right. Here comes pressure. Perkins fires near side. It's complete to Kubeka. Across the 45 to the 46-yard line. He's 2 yards shy. 3rd and 2.
This is a nice out route to set up a short 3rd down for Taylor. This is a big play, big key moment. Taylor definitely wants to get a first down here to keep this drive going.
As the clock rolls, is this a 4-down drive territory here?
It's possible, yes.
Beek get up under center and try to sneak it forward.
And the reason I said yes is because Seven Lakes just drove down the field. It looked pretty easy when they drove the ball. So you may be worried that your defense can't slow them down, and you may not get the ball back. So this may be an opportunity to use that final timeout that you have. And I know you don't want to use it now. If you don't get this, you may want to talk about it because you want to make sure that you're running the right play for this situation.
From where the ball is spotted, they look like they're a solid yard shy of the first down. But they're going to bring out the sticks.
Brings out for measurement.
The ball's on the 47. They needed the 48. They're a full yard shy. Usually you don't bring the sticks out when you're that when it's, let's face it, it wasn't that close.
Yeah, no, not close at all. You know, conventional wisdom would say punt the ball, but you only have 1 timeout left. I know it's 4 minutes left, but you give the opposition the ball with 4 minutes left and only 1 timeout, they can run that clock all the way down by running the ball. So it's a real big decision from Taylor right now.
4th down and a yard. Mustangs will go for it. Perkins is in the gun. Beak is under center. Again, he'll sneak it. Try to get the push. I don't think he's got it.
That's definitely going to be close.
Now, where the side judge came in, it looks like they're going to give him a good spot, but I don't think he ever actually got to the other side of the 48. There's a 1st down. You know, I've said a few times the officials have not done the Mustangs any favors on spots. Well, they might have just got one there.
Yeah, I think they may have gotten that one on that one.
Because they marked the ball at the 49, and I wasn't sure he made the 48. 3:40 to go in this contest. 2 receivers to the right. Perkins in the gun. He'll look to throw. Quick throw to the left side. Hook and ladder. Down the sideline goes Vale. I thought that was a forward lateral, but no flag. A flag on the far side of the field. So hook and ladder from Quebec to Vale. But it did look like a forward.
Yeah, it did look like a forward lateral, but it's a nice play. They're bringing out all the stops. It's very smart because everyone's focusing on the one wide receiver. You don't see the other runner coming trailing the play.
That's exactly what it is.
It was. It was a good call. That was a good call. By you. Very nice call.
I appreciate you, Big Guy. Every now and then I see something useful. 3:28 to go, 4th quarter. Ball marked back to the 49. 2nd and 10. 2 receivers right. Perkins in the gun. Spartans show pressure. Quick throw, right side to the 50, and that's it. They'll pick up 1. Vale had nowhere to go.
Nice play by Keith Simpson. Read the play out to the left-hand side. He had nice pursuit. Made the tackle, setting up the next play for Taylor.
Third and 9. Clock rolling now under 3 minutes. 3 receivers to the right. Perkins under pressure immediately. Throws it up for grabs. Pile up for the ball, and it looks like the Spartans will have it.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of pressure. It appeared that Taylor was trying to set up some type of screen over the middle, and the pressure got back there so fast, Perkins didn't even have time to get his feet set.
Spartans have the ball on the interception. Now, I couldn't see who had the ball, as there was a massive pile in the middle of the field.
Yeah, all I could see was orange. And I'm sure the Taylor coaches are trying to get a description of who actually had the ball, as they're they're already over the 50-yard line trying to find out from the referees.
So I don't know if that ball was caught cleanly or not, because we couldn't see.
Yeah.
But the Spartans will have 1st and 10 at the Mustang 47 if this play stands. And now we've got the officials talking on the far side of the field with Coach Herman. Try to watch this on the monitor here. tough to see, but that ball might have hit the ground, Coach.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys going for that ball. It's possible that could have hit the ground, but you don't have replay to validate it.
I set. Handoff up the middle to Sturgis. Might have got 2 on that play.
Yeah, this is where your timeouts come in. This is, as a coach and as a team, the reason why you want to try to have 2 or 3 timeouts in your back pocket is if you're in a situation like this, you need a defensive stop. You need that clock to stop. The opposing team can continue to run the clock and run the clock and run the clock. Next thing you know, the game is over.
Second half, you always want to have, as you said, you always want to have those timeouts in your pocket. We mentioned both teams, 30 seconds into the fourth quarter had both burned 2 timeouts. 2nd and 9, I set. Sturgis up the middle, bowling over a defender across the 40. And he might have enough for the first down. They'll mark him at the 37, move those sticks. 1:56 on the clock.
As Spartans, that's exactly what you want to do, is get a first down. You just want to move the chains. You want to force Taylor to use that timeout.
That's where, let's see, they'll mark off. Dead ball penalty. Personal foul against the Mustangs. That's just frustration boiling over.
Yes, that's just a frustration penalty. You want to keep your head, keep your cool. The game's not over. I mean, you have a muffled snap. You can still get the ball back, so you definitely don't want to give Seven Lakes any opportunity to score or to milk the clock any more than what they're already doing.
1st and 10 from the Mustang 22. I set. Give to Sturgis. Helmet gets ripped off. Flags fly. I don't know if that's a little different. That's a little more than just frustration.
Yeah, you have to
grabbed him right by the helmet.
Yeah, you have to be careful here. You have enough referees on the field. This is when the referees have to step in and keep cooler heads and explain to both sidelines that that's enough of whatever's going on out there. This is a football game going on, not a wrestling match, not UFC. They need to relax and finish. You always say when we teach our young kids, you win with class, you lose with class. The game is not over by any means, but you always want to keep your head. This is a teaching lesson. These are young men that are out there. They're trying to compete for their school. You want to make sure that they don't lose their head and they continue to fight for the rest of this game in a positive way.
Yeah, UFC Saturday. So face mask penalty on the Mustangs. That'll move the ball inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So the minute 27 to go. Spartans have a 31-24 lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, just remember at the end of the game, the
Mustangs have 1 timeout remaining. Minute 27 to go. Thomas will bring his team back to the line. And now another flag before the play even gets off. As it looked like the Spartans are about to head into a victory formation. And somehow they committed a penalty. I don't think I've seen a team commit a penalty while in victory formation. But the 5-yard penalty will move it back. Thomas will take the knee. Clock rolling, minute 20 to go. Mustangs can only stop the clock once. Under a minute remaining. As long as the Spartans can manage to hang on to the football, they'll come out with a win. Right there, they lose the snap, and the Mustangs have the football. Unbelievable. A penalty and a turnover while in victory formation. You couldn't script that. And somehow, with 43 seconds to go, the Mustangs have miracle life. That is incredible. So the Mustangs, 1st and 10 from their own 26 with 43 seconds to go and 1 timeout. 3 receivers right. Winners in the quarterback. Now he loses the ball. Flags fly. So they're going to try to call him. They're going to say this was grounding. I don't know if his arm was going forward, if he's trying to tuck the ball in. So flags went all over the place. We don't have a call from the officials. The ball hasn't been marked off, so we're going to say that those flags are getting picked up. Coach Wilson is pleading with an official for some kind of an explanation. But it looks like they're going to pick up the flag, so no penalty. 2 receivers each side. Perkins in the gun. 30 seconds. Fires. Left side, in and out of the hands of a receiver and incomplete. Actually, smart play. It looked like the receiver had the ball and knew he was going to be short of the first down and unable to get out of bounds and just let it drop. So that actually saves them time. As they may not have, they might have lost an additional 12 seconds if he catches that football. 3rd and 10, 25 seconds to go. They're going to have to try to do something to move the ball down the field in a hurry. Spartans have 4 defenders more than 10 yards off the line. Perkins sets up the screen to Beak up the middle. He's got the first down, but that's it. It's about the 38, 17 seconds to go. Clock stops to move the chains. 17 seconds, down to 13 seconds, they'll spike it. As Perkins needed to kill the clock. They've got 13 seconds and a timeout. They need a touchdown, so they've got enough room for, let's say, 3 plays at most if they can get the timeout without a second left. 3 receivers to the right. Beak is deep, Perkins in the gun. Takes the snap, looks to throw, over the middle, it's caught. Across the 50, tackled at the 46. 7 seconds to go. 5, they'll spike it again. They spike the ball with 5 seconds to go. So they've got time for one, or if they throw something real quick and short to get a timeout. But realistically, you need the end zone. should have taken the timeout there instead of spiking. 3 receivers right. Perkins under pressure, throws it up for grabs, and that'll be it. The Spartans get off to a hot start, struggle badly in the second quarter, and then retake control in the second half. They go on to win 31-24 over the Mustangs. Spartans improved to 3-2 overall, 1-1 in the district. Mustangs fall to 2-3, 0-2 in the district. Brock Sturgis, your player of the game. Over 240 yards on the ground, 4 touchdowns. Folks, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, Fox Sports Southwest, from 11 to midnight for the Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive. We join Howard Chen, John Lopez, Courtney Rowland, and Courtney Madden. They'll take you around the city with all the week's football action. The Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive from 11 to midnight tomorrow on Fox Sports Southwest. We got 5 games tomorrow night on Texan Live. Pearland against Dawson, Summer Creek against Kingwood. I'll be with you right here with Brent Hallmark tomorrow night from Road Stadium, Morton Ranch and Cinco Ranch, plus Porter and Barbers Hill and Kingwood Park at Crosby. They'll all be on Texan Live, your home for Houston High School sports. I want to say thank you to our executive producer, Bert Brocker, to Andrew Marthin, our technical producer. Live from Road Stadium in Katy, Texas, 7 Lakes Spartans 31, Katy Taylor Mustangs 24. For Derek Jones, I'm Patrick Creighton. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.